now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi, in the building. We are back. True Media Podcast. I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me. That's why I had them down a little bit. Hey, if the sound disappears again like I was doing yesterday, y'all let me know so I can be on point. Y'all know me, I get to talking and shit, trying to multitask and all that stuff there. And we might be in the middle of talking some shit. So sometimes I get, you get what I'm saying? I get distracted. So I got, sometimes, y'all know how it is. Y'all know what time it is, man.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Hey, we ain't new to this. hey, that's what David showed. We are not new to this. Boy. I can promise you this here, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. We ain't new to this at all, bro. Man, I'm around this mug, boy. I'm like, damn, dog. I'm sitting here like y'all see, y'all don't understand, man. Like, well, some of y'all do understand. Yeah, some of y'all do understand. But hey, shout out to Ali. Ali, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man, y'all don't understand, dog. Like, I'm trying to get into this meditation thing, right? I'm really trying to get into the meditation thing, become a little bit more spiritual, become one with the. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to go down that path because I'm not a spiritual person. I'm very physical. No Diddy. Gotta say no Diddy, especially in today's time. Yeah, but you know what I mean? I ain't never been a spiritual dude. I've been you know what I mean? I've been that, I always been the physical type dude. Oh yeah, man, let's go out here and do this shit, man. And, yada, yada, you know what I mean? I ain't never been to, sit back and meditate and stuff. But that is so needed, bro. Hey, that's so needed. That's so needed. Hey, shout out to Ali. He said the cap. Oh, yeah, this the cap. Yeah, my cousin made this cap. Yeah, man, listen. Hey, that's so needed, bro. To be able to sit that back and become one with the force. To sit back and become one with the force, one with yourself. And you can think about your thoughts. Hey, what you say? John said, I smoked out the DoorDash dude in my work truck. He asked if he could sit for 20 minutes afterwards. Oh, he smoked them out. He said he smoked them out. He said he smoked out the DoorDash dude. Yeah, man, but yeah, what I was saying though, yeah, man, you gotta become one. You gotta become one with yourself, meditating and trying to get it right. That's all. Hey, shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, watching on X, Instagram, Rumble, and Rumble and what other one is? Yeah, the other YouTube channel. Oh yeah, Facebook. Man.
You want to smoke with the old boy?
Hey man, y'all know what it is, man. We gonna have a good show today. This shit gonna be funny. But today's show gonna be funny. This shit gonna be funny, dog. I promise this shit gonna be funny. But I got a whole lot to talk about. I gotta do a part 2. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this show. Especially when we get to the Bill Haney segment. Goddamn dollar bill talking again. I say, boy, you dig? It is what it is, man.
The stickiest of the icky.
Hey.
You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Man, nigga tell myself, yeah, man, I'm proud. I saw the interview. I saw the interview with Bill Haney did on the Ariel podcast, and he asked me. He said, how do you rate your son's performance against Jose Ramirez? He said, how do you feel about his performance? He said, man, I'm proud of my son's performance. Of course, you the one came. Bill the one came with the game plan. Bill answered the question without answering the question. Bill say, no, King, no, brother, no. What I didn't answer. What I didn't answer. I said, I asked you a direct question, brother, and you danced around it. You kind of like you didn't give me a direct answer. Well, no. See, what you got to realize is, the ostering is a complex situation, because when you're dealing with that, you're dealing with an element of the game that no one else signed up for. So, when you coming from deep East Oakland, and back where I come from, if you did something like that, some hands might have would have had to roll. But we are not now in that day and time. This is 2025, and as we put everything together, and when you're dealing with the biggest boss in the game, who dealing directly with Turki Alalshikh, who is connected directly to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and what's the name? Mohammed bin Mohammed or something, whatever his name is, Ibn Abdul Mohammed. That dude over there. I'm like, I'm like, man, this dude right here, man, this man signing deals with him and Trump. Him and President Trump. Decide some kind of trade agreement, $600 billion investment into America that ain't got nothing to do with oil. And I'm like, people, and now the Prince Abdul Aziz or whatever the dude name is, this who Turki Alalshikh work for. So that be hearing these dudes, oh man, Turki Alalshikh, he running out of money. I'm like, this man got so much bread, dog. You have, this man playing, not Turki Alalshikh, but I'm saying the man, they playing with money. They country do big deals in America. He worked directly with the Crown Prince. This little $30-40 million people be talking about, oh man, he paid that dude $50 million. He lost 10. That ain't nothing. These people playing an entire different game. They playing an entire different game, fam. Yeah, man. You try to do the mathematics with niggas who still count with his fingers. All right, hold on, wait a minute. He said he got 50 million. Who she got? 51, 52. All right, 53. What come out to 3? Oh, yeah, 4, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Yeah, he should have signed the contract. I'm like, these are the dudes who you be on the YouTube arguing with, bro. Niggas counting his fingers and his toes, and you get what I'm saying? And see what we got to do? He do bad business. I was talking to a dude. This is a true story. Today. Was it today? No, that was yesterday. I was talking to a fighter. I ain't gonna say no names. I was talking to somebody, and they rich. I mean, they got, they're not 50 rich, but they got over $1 million, so far since they've been in the fight game, and they got over like $1 million or $2 million, something like that. Just they getting ready to take off. And I'm like, bro, like just imagine, you on the inside, you are the one that's at the table negotiating these deals with your attorneys and all that stuff there, and somebody on YouTube, somebody on YouTube who we don't know. This nigga got a job. If he do got a job, we don't know where he work at. He might be at his baby mama house, cousin house, whatever. But either way it go, the man got somebody on YouTube, and it's probably somebody who got a net worth of 2 figures. You got a 2-figure nigga telling a 9-figure nigga, an 8-figure nigga, a 7-figure dude, a 7-figure nigga, yeah, man, you doing bad business, dog. You stupid. You don't know how to do good business. I'm like, sir, you literally got a net worth of 2 figures. If a man having a net worth of 7 and 8 figures is doing bad business, I need to be doing that kind of business. Because because fam, you doing the 10, 11, 12 hour live, so we know you ain't got no job. Cause hey, if you got a job, you ain't gonna be on no live for no 10, 11, 12 hours. So we know that. So we know you ain't working. We know that for a fact. My nigga, you got a net worth of 2 figures, dog. You don't even have room to give a someone that's in a way higher tax bracket, financial advice. You try to give me financial advice. nigga, it's hilarious. I'm like, am I the only one noticing this? Like, this shit ain't make no damn sense. Okay, you got a net worth of 2 figures. I got a net worth of 7 figures. You got a net worth of 1.5 figures. I got a net worth of 8 figures. You get paid $5 an hour from your job. I'm getting paid $70 million for my next fight. You waiting on super chats and direct deposits from Google ads, for your YouTube account. Me, I got another 20 million, that I just decided to fight this dude. Like, literally, make it make sense. True. You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker want to feel so important. Nah, dog, we just fans, dog. That's it. Nigga want to feel so important. Hey, shout out to Taylor for Wealth. He said chill at Tampa Beach or South Florida beach in a few days. Oh, okay. All right, for sure. Hey, shout out to Gay Moore. Green Eyes in the building. Miss Black Panther is here. Shout out to Jamie, John, Dr. Boy 22. Yeah, man, 2-figure nigga can't tell me nothing. Oh, yeah, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Hey, okay. Jumping that $2 super chat. He said, pocket watching billionaires is crazy. Bro, I saw Mr. Tomato Can. I went to, bro, I know a YouTube channel. I ain't gonna say no names. And again, I don't know, it's a couple of them. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus because one of them I'm all right with. One of them I'm all right with, right? You know what I mean? But I'm like, he like, yeah, man, Turki Alalshikh, this man stupid. You take doing the right thing. Turki Alalshikh, you just can't be coming in the game throwing money away. That man don't know what he doing. That man stupid. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, he got all that money. No, that money don't mean nothing. And I'm like, bro, they just projected it. They just so, and I'm like, dude, next thing I know, I'm looking on my Twitter feed. I see goddamn it, President Trump over there in Saudi Arabia, and him and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia shaking hands, signing a trade agreement. Turki Alalshikh worked directly with this guy, the Prince, and you try to tell me that this dude these niggas is stupid. I said, these niggas is stupid. I said, man, I can't, you want to argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. No, yeah, man, this bro, whatever you say, dog, whatever you say. Yes, sir, whatever you say, take that shit over there. Anyways. Canelo versus Crawford. Will it be better than Mayweather versus Pacquiao? Y'all know how that May-Pac fight ended up. Y'all already know that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all already know that. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, Ring Magazine has announced that Canelo Alvarez-Terence Crawford super middleweight championship bout will occur on Saturday, September the 13th instead of September the 12th. Turki Alalshikh tells Ring Magazine's Mike Coppinger. Mike Coppinger he works over there at for Ring right now. I do hear people I do hear rumblings about Turki Alalshikh. I'm hearing all kind of crazy stuff. Saudi Arabia, how they is as a country. They women not allowed to talk. You see how they run their country. Their women ain't allowed to talk. They can't drive cars, this and that, yada, yada, yada. I think that's Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia or Iran, I think Iran do that too. I'm like, hey, man, look, man. Okay, guess what? That's what goes on to somebody else's house, though. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with me, dog. That go whatever they got going on over there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So you telling me, yeah, dog, we need to stand up. Stand up for what? Like this shit bigger than Nino Brown. Like, bro, like, look, fam, you need to try to figure out how you gonna get out your baby mama house. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. Anyways, the Riyadh Season PPV event could be held in 5 locations. This is what he said on X. New York, Los Angeles, or Las Vegas. This fight would be big in Vegas, Los Angeles, or New York. Now they said 5 locations. He didn't say nothing about the other locations. Well, okay, well it gotta be. Wait a minute, it gotta be 3 locations. He said New York, Los Angeles, or Las Vegas. Yeah. Them, you know what? Not 5. I meant to say 3. Well, could be 3, could be 5 if you're talking about Saudi Arabia. Now you can't do that over there. I'm trying to see. Honestly, I want to see this fight in Vegas or LA. But I definitely like me. I love Vegas. I'm a Las Vegas guy myself. I love Vegas. You know, when I go to out west, I like Vegas and I like LA. You get what I'm saying? Mainly because it is
the stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Boy, that sticky icky out there, boy. Listen, that sticky icky, boy. That sticky icky. Boy, that sticky icky, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. You get what I'm saying? Anyways. As I said before, I would like to see this fight in Vegas or Los Angeles. That would allow me to smoke some of the stickiest of the icky, West Coast style, you did. As for the fight itself, I don't know. I have no idea. Canelo and Crawford are making big money for this fight. I'm hearing Canelo making about 100, and I'm hearing Crawford making about 60 or 70. This is crazy. True. Literally. Like, oh my God. Bro, I can't even fathom. Bro, do you know how much money you got to be playing with to pay 2 fighters that much money? Do you know how much money you have to be playing with to pay 2 fighters that much money like it ain't nothing? Bro, this is like, my God, bro. Hey, shout out to Big Stars. Big Stars, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Anyways. It is what it is, fam. As I said before, I'm hearing crazy money for both of these fighters. This is what I'm hearing. Will this fight live up to the hype? Now, of course, this is the fight that nobody asked for, to be fair. I think everybody wanted to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. So let's not, forget about that. Everybody wanted to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. Crawford fight came out of nowhere. Like, literally, that came out of nowhere. I promise you to God, well, nobody talking about that. It came out of nowhere. So now that it's here, the reality of the situation is here. Now I'm happy for both fighters. Canelo finna get paid a boatload, Crawford finna, make more money than he ever made in his entire career, you know what I mean, combined. So, you get what I'm saying? I mean, he already got an 8-figure net worth, but now he finna add to that. So I'm like, man, God damn, bro, like, these dudes making crazy money. When I be hearing Timothy Bradley talk, Tim, now y'all know I rock with Timothy Bradley. Tim sound like he be hating sometimes though. Tim like, man, these dudes making a lot of money, yo. They making way more money than we did when we was fighting. And they making more money to do nothing but run around in the ring. Tim like, hey, Timothy Bradley like, man, I had to go to war when I was fighting. I had to go to war to get my respect. Now these dudes getting big money just to run around the ring for 12 rounds and have glorified sparring matches. I say, man, I got that Timothy Bradley. Hey, Timothy Bradley. Hey, Timothy Bradley, man, yeah, man, they have a glorified sparring matches. Yeah, nigga, I had to fight. Pacquiao 3 times, provoked the call. Yeah, I down there got knocked out in that fight. I fought Marquez. I fought Devin Alexander. I fought Bam Bam Bigelow, Godzilla. I fought Shamrock. I fought Teddy Ruxpin. The Rubik's Cube. I fought Alf. I fought all these dudes. And then these dudes just come around. You get what I'm saying? So I understand. I do get where Timothy Bradley coming from, though. What he is saying, there is some truth to that.
Hey, okay.
There's some truth to that, for real, though. You get what I'm saying? For real, there's some truth to that. Hey, shout out to my man Mason, man. Mason say he ain't lying. Z Pacino in the building. G5 from the Bronx. Salute, fam. Yeah, man, I'm like, bro. Hey, I'm like, man, nigga don't fall. He nigga be mad, boy. He nigga be mad. Anyways. As I said before, will this fight be better than Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao? Time will tell. Terence Crawford is 37 years old, and he's fighting Canelo on his birthday month. I think when they fight September the 12th or September the 13th. Crawford's birthday is 2 weeks after that, somewhere around there. I think it's like the end of September or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Canelo will be 35 in June. And his body is showing a lot of wear and tear. At this stage of his career, Canelo isn't fighting like tough fights anymore. You get what I'm saying? And I understand why. Floyd Mayweather would say, he's earned the right to pick and choose whoever he wants to fight. I show y'all that all the time. So what Floyd is saying is, once you are vet in the game and you don't put the work in and you don't pay your dues in the boxing game, now you are in a position to where you can pick and choose who you want to fight, when and where you want to fight them, because you put the work in. It's like you working on a job, right? Let's say it's anybody in the chat. Let's say you're a truck driver, or let's say you work at McDonald's, or you work at cash and carry or whatever, right? You may start out on the cash register. Then you move up from the cash register, the cashier, to the shift supervisor. Then over a period of time, you become the assistant manager. Then over a period of time, you get elevated from the assistant manager to the manager. Then over a period of time, if you're there long enough, you may get somewhere in the corporate office. You may become a general manager. Okay, we're going to have you manage so many stores in this region. You got 10 stores in this region you got to manage. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can't look at the person that's the general manager and say, hey, shout out to Hannibal, and say, yeah, man, he making all that money, dog. He don't deserve that money, this and that. And why he doing it like this? Why he doing it like that? Well, he started out as a cashier and he worked his way up through the ranks. And so now that guy that once was a cashier, once was a janitor, is now the general manager over 10 stores. He's earned the right to do that. This is what Floyd Mayweather is saying. True. This is what Floyd Mayweather is saying. They get what I'm saying? So he's earned the right to do that. Some say, now I beg to differ. They say that, Canelo ain't fought no tough fights. Now he fought the Puerto Rican assassin, Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga wasn't no easy fight. I can tell you that right now. And now Jaime Munguia, that was an easy fight. Jaime Munguia was easy. Jamel Charlo was easy. Them two was easy. You know what I mean? But the Puerto Rican assassin, the Edgar Berlanga, I'm like, you get what I'm saying? Now that right there, that was a tough fight. True. That was a tough fight right there, boy, because Edgar Berlanga got 17 first round knockouts. He got 17, either 17 or 18, whatever. 17 or 18 first round knockouts. Edgar Berlanga got that. You get what I'm saying? He got more first round knockouts than Mike Tyson. Literally. So, we gotta throw that out there. You get what I'm saying? But as I said before, someone like a Saul Canelo Alvarez, according to Floyd Mayweather's logic, he's earned the right to pick and choose who he wants to fight. And Terence Crawford has also earned the right to pick and choose who he wants to fight. So they have chosen to fight each other. Time will tell if this fight lives up to the hype. Will it be better than Mayweather and Pacquiao? Or will it underwhelm? Will it be just like that or done? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out in September. You know what I mean? We definitely going to find out in September. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. In other news, there's always other news. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, one of my favorite young fighters. I love Bam. I don't know if y'all know that. Bam Rodriguez is one of my favorite young fighters. Like this dude, the truth. Trap counter game is on point. He's a pretty slick fighter. And how you define slickness is your footwork and your defensive and offensive maneuvers while being in harm's way, in mid-range or even close. So he's really good at fighting mid and close range. He's really good at that. When he get on the inside, he go to work. He know how to slip shots, roll with him a little bit, block, parry him. You get what I'm saying? Like he set his shots up pretty good. Now that boy, listen, man, I met Bam, bro. Like that dude right there, when you talk about the young fighters, nobody never really talk about Bam. When you talk about the young fighters, these young dudes that 23, 24 years old, 25 coming up, they don't never really mention Bam. And I'm like, Bam is more accomplished than all of these dudes. I'm saying out of the young fighters, out of the young ones. I'm like, this dude right here, man, they don't talk about Bam. And he's a pound for pound fighter. Bam is. Like literally. You know what I mean? So they don't talk about Bam, bro. But anyways, Bam Rodriguez, as you guys know, he is the Ring Magazine and the WBC title. He's the title holder. And he is talking about his fight. He has a unification fight bout coming up against WBO Super Flyweight World Champion Pumley Kafu on July the 19th. This bout is scheduled this bout will be held at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. So if you're in the Frisco area, y'all please check that fight out. So y'all check it out, man, because we going live for that fight. We definitely going live for that fight. You know what I need to do? I want to go to a Bam fight. Like, I want to go to a Bam fight. We're going to the Keyshawn fight in June. Yeah, I want to go to a Bam fight. In other news, William Scull did an interview saying that Turki Alalshikh told him not to win the fight against Canelo. Coach Ennis sent me the video. So we go look at it. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Essentially Sports says that Scull told them that he was instructed not to mistreat Canelo. I ain't making this up.
True.
I'm not making this up. I'm gonna show y'all the video. Yeah, he said he was instructed. Now wait a minute. Now hold on. Now what we got to do now? What we got to do? Look now. No, hold on. Now look at baby boy. No, I called you over here. Look here. Let me tell you. Brother. Let me tell you, brother. I know that we brought you over here to, for the purposes of fighting Canelo. Now, we have some plans for Canelo for later on in the year, and it's involving big money, lots of moolah. Do you understand, brother? And, I would hate for your health for something to happen to Canelo in the fight with you and him, and he's not able to somehow fight the big plan that we have for him in September because he had a hiccup in this fight. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
True.
Yeah. So you want me to throw the fight? You want me to throw the fight? So you want me to throw the fight, dog? So that what you're saying, dog? You want me to throw the fight? If that's what you want me to do, just say that what you want me to do. Say, look here, man, I want you to throw the fight, dog. Just say that. And that's what you want me to do. Now, again, we're going to look at the video. I'll let y'all decide whether that's true or not. You get what I'm saying? I'll let y'all decide whether that's true. I don't know. I'm throwing my hands up. I'm going to present the information to the people. I'm going to let the people look at it. And then the people can decide. Now, as I said before, essentially Sports said that I told y'all what William Scull said. William Scull said that he was instructed not to mistreat Canelo. However, he says that he believed that he won the fight. My question is this here. If you believe that you won the fight, Scull must have ignored the instructions about losing the bout. So how do you believe you won the fight but you was instructed not to win the fight? Like, make it make sense. Scull says in one breath that he was instructed to lose the fight, but in another breath, he says that he did enough to win the fight. Either way it goes. Yeah, dog, I won the fight, dog. Yeah, but I thought you said that they told you not to win the fight. Yeah, they did tell me. So was you trying to win the fight? No, I really wasn't trying to win the fight. But even in my efforts of not trying to win the fight, I still won the fight.
True.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so he's saying, yeah, I still won the fight. Even though I wasn't supposed to win now, but I still won. So you won on accident. Yeah, I won on accident. Hey, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you can't make this up, man. Man, hey, man, Scull, look here, man. Turki Alalshikh fixing fights. Turki Alalshikh fixing fights before the fight start. Yeah, you got, William Scull taking dives. He was going to take the fade. The dog. He was going to take the crown to Canelo. But he got the word from the sheep not to put hands and foots on that boy. You know what I mean? So he stalled him out. He stalled him out. He was just following instructions. Green Eyes P say Scull ran. Yeah, he ran, but he ran at the instructions according to him of Turki Alalshikh. You know what I mean? This ain't what I'm saying. I ain't got a dog in the race. You know what I mean? But that's what the man is saying. I'm gonna let y'all hear it, right? But as I said before, man, William Scull, man, it's up to y'all to determine whether y'all want to believe that or not. things like, but I will say this here, things like this do happen in boxing. You know, I can't sit here in front now. I ain't gonna say a lot of y'all say stuff like this don't happen. Things like this you know, it does happen in boxing. You know what I mean? Turki Alalshikh couldn't afford to have his plans for Canelo and Crawford ruined by the likes of William Scull. So he went over ahead and put that bug in his ear. He said, look here, baby boy, check this out. You know what I mean? You know, this your first time in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, this is my first time in Saudi Arabia. This gonna fuck around and be your last time in Saudi Arabia if you mess around and Canelo don't win this fight.
True.
You know what I mean? You know, what you mean? You gonna kick me out if I beat him? No, we ain't gonna kick you out. You staying. You know what I mean? But you gonna stay here permanently.
To this day.
What the fuck? You gonna have a permanent staycation here. You know what I mean? Fuck around and don't mess around and Canelo don't win this fight and find out what's gonna happen. Hey, shout out to Dragon. Hey, they say Turki Alalshikh had no tone him. Yeah, man, fuck around and Canelo don't let Canelo win this fight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, you ever had a ride? You ever had a ride in the desert on a camel? Hey, shout out to Foodie. You ever rode in the desert? You ever rode in the desert? On a camel before? You know what I mean? No, I ain't never did that. Okay, you gonna take that long camel ride and mess around and Canelo don't win this fight.
True.
Man.
True.
Hey, Miss Black Panther, they listen, they say William Scull threw the fight. They say he throwed it. Not he throwed the fight. Hey, he throwed it, dog. He throwed the fight, dog. I'm telling you, I knew something wrong, dog. I knew something wrong, man. You get what I'm saying? The man throwed the fight, man. He got instructions from the sheik. You get he got instructions from the sheik. It was already fixed, dog. It was fixed like an NBA game. You wonder why the referee, why you blowing all the whistles against this one team? This one team committing all the fouls, and the other team ain't doing nothing. Like, come on, fam. Anyways, it is what it is. We're gonna find out what happened. We're gonna find out exactly what happened, man. You know what I mean? Stuff like this happen in boxing all the time, so you know that wouldn't surprise me. In other news, Bill Haney, the father of Devin the Dream Haney, was on the Ariel show, and he was asked if Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia rematch, what happened. Now that Ryan has lost to Rolly Romero, and of course, Bill said that he signed this part of the deal of the agreement, and so it still should happen and all that stuff there. We're gonna find out what happened, as it relates to Ryan Garcia. Again, I mean, now that I think about it, dog, they might as well just have a fight, get it over with, because I don't think neither one of them want to see Rolly. I never thought in a million years I'd be saying this. I don't think neither one of them want to see Rolly right now. Rolly on a winning streak. Rolly on the on a 2-fight winning streak right now. Rolly hot right now. Rolly got the hot hand right now. The hot hand, the hot crayons, the hot Fugattis. He got the hot hand right now. So I don't know if neither one of them want to see Rolly right now. So they might as well just run the fame with each other.
True.
They might as well, fam. Yeah, Big Rolo. They don't let Big Rolo. Big Rolo got the WBO. He got the WBA. What he got? The WBA? No, he got the WBC. Which one he got? Oh, he got the WBA gold belt. He got the WBA. He the WBA gold champion. I was like, man, he got the Reggie belt. Man, this man got the WBA Reggie. Man, you ain't about to tell this man that, man. I'm a star, man. Man, I ain't, man. Shit. Anyway, let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah. Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, please download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Download the app Booksy and book an appointment to go to Foster's Barbershop. You know what I mean? To get a haircut. They have a tiki bar there where you can enjoy refreshments while you're getting your haircut, and you can play golf in the back. We have tees and all that. We play 9-hole in the back. No Diddy, so it is what it is. And you can watch the Diddy trial while getting your haircut at Foster's Barbershop.
True.
It is what it is, man. Y'all download the app. Booksy, that's BOOKSY. Book an appointment to Foster's Barbershop. Look up Foster's Barbershop and Booksy, and book an appointment, man. And it is what it is. You ain't got to worry about a lot of people being there. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of people there. It's just gonna be you and the barber, some nice AC, and you can look at it, turn to any channel you want to turn to, and you can go in the back and play golf. With a couple of people, or you can have a drink with the bartender at the tiki bar. Let's give our sponsor, Foster's Barbershop, a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Before, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically while being on that stickies of the icky, Mr. Al Haney.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
We're going to go ahead and get right into the show, man. Shout out to the Tenderonis, the PYTs, and the Honey Dips. And, man, you know what, man? New Snow Bunny seem like they coming up. They getting lawsuits. They getting $40 and $50 million. I say, boy, the Snow Bunnies, boy, Lord have mercy. Dr. Umar, watch out, my brother. You see what they doing.
See your eyes shining. She's my Snow Bunny, please. With the lights, so she's my sweet love for free. Talk to my nose, this lover's got is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow Bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel.
no, that's
Dancing in the light, with my snow. Turn it up, then party about the night.
see your eyes shining. She's my Snow Bunny, please. With the lights, so she's my sweet love for free. Talk to my nose, this lover's got is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow Bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel.
no, that's
Dancing in the light, with my snow. Turn it up, then party about the night.
Hey, hold on. Make sure we got the audio. Hey, make sure we got it. Okay, we good. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? When in doubt, you hear what I'm saying? Hey, man, it is what it is. Hey, shout out to Market BR. Market BR, what's up? Man, Coach Eddie sent me this. Hey, shout out to Foodie. She said, in my Bone Thug voice, for the love of snow bunnies. Or for the love of bunnies. For the love of bunnies, yeah, man, for the love of bunnies. Gotta get that bunny, man. It's still the same now. Gotta get that bunny, man. You gotta get that bunny, man, for the love of bunnies. Hey, yeah, OJ, goddamn me. So what happened to the juice? The juice like, man. Juice said, yeah, man, it is what it is, man. I had to do what I had to do. The juice, boy, they said the juice is loose. They tried to jam up OJ, man. But they tried to jam up the juice, man. The juice. And the juice took him on a high-speed chase and everything. Hey, that was the slowest high-speed chase in the history of high-speed chase. This man did a high-speed chase driving 25 miles per hour on the 10 freeway. True. This man on the 10. Hey, man, I'm like, damn, my nigga, like, OJ, like, this is the slowest high-speed chase. Like he was doing about 25, 30 miles per hour. He was doing that, then he got out the freeway, and man, I'm like, damn, my nigga, like, 25 miles. They say the juice he pulled out a pistol. He had a pistol pointed at somebody in the juice, boy. God damn, boy. What they did the juice, boy. Oh, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, the juice is loose. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. We gonna make it do what it do. Hold on, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Now, Coach Eddie sent me this now. So, disclaimer, this video came from Coach Eddie. Now, Coach Eddie could be setting this up as an intricate plot to try to hate on Canelo, possibility. But let's hear. It says Skull leaks he was warned not to ruin Canelo versus Crawford plans and exposes everything. This YouTube channel is called Quick Talk. Quick Talk. Okay, Quick Talk. All right, Quick Talk. Let's go.
William Scull could face legal consequences for his latest comments. So William Scull is now exposing the conversation he and Turki Alalshikh had before fighting Canelo Alvarez, and is now basically saying that he was indirectly told and was given a hint to throw the fight away to not ruin the Canelo versus Crawford plans. So after basically receiving all the blame
Hold on.
plans. So
You know what? I got a question. Do y'all see this dude right here? Everywhere I see Turki Alalshikh, I see this dude right here. Who is this guy right here? Hey, do anybody know who this dude is right here? I look like he got a Cuban. Is that a Cuban link chain on? Look like a Cuban link. I'm not sure. But anyway, who is this guy right here? Like everywhere I see the Sheik, he look like he's somebody important though. He look like he's somebody important. I don't know who this dude is, but everywhere I see the Sheik, I see this dude right here. Anybody know who the dude is? Anybody? Hey, shout out to David. Anybody know who this dude? He got the lokes on. He got on some lokes. He got on some lokes. You get what I'm saying? You know, he got some lokes on. No, he got his hat on. And you get what I'm saying? And he don't say nothing. And anytime like there's a face off or whatever, on the stage, he sit right there and be looking at both fighters. Somebody said Rick Reno. We said Rick who? What is that? Rick Reno? Rick Rhino? Hold on. Rod said Rick Rhino. Rick Rhino, that's his name? What'd he do? What'd he do? I'm asking. What does he do? Oh, what you say? Curtis say he the CEO of Ring Magazine. Oh, he the CEO of Ring Magazine. Well, why he looking like he the muscle then? Hey, check this out. Okay, all right. Hey, good looking out. Someone told me good looking out. Okay, if he the CEO of Ring Magazine, why he look like he the muscle? Hey, Rod, why the man look like he the muscle then, fam? Like, he don't look like you get what I'm saying? Like, why hey, the natural say, because he's a dog, coach. Oh, okay. He look like, you get what I'm saying? He don't know who this is. The man look like he look like some kind of. Hey, shout out to the Martin. He said he looked like an extra in a mob movie. I'm just saying, fam. I'm just, I'm like, who the hell this dude? Every time I turn around, I'm saying this dude, he be looking all mean on stage and shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm like, who the hell this dude is? I never would have guessed, dog. I never would have guessed he was the CEO of the Ring Magazine. I never would have guessed it. So Turki Alalshikh bought the Ring. He bought the Ring Magazine he bought the Ring from Oscar De La Hoya, and he made this dude the CEO. All right, okay, all right, that's cool. All right, anyway, let's continue.
So after basically receiving legal consequences for his latest, William Scull could face legal consequences for his latest comments. So William Scull is now exposing the conversation he and Turki Alalshikh had before fighting Canelo Alvarez, and is now basically saying that he was indirectly told and was given a hint to throw the fight away to not ruin the Canelo versus Crawford plans. So after basically receiving all the blame for what is now being referred to as one of the worst Cinco de Mayo fights in recent years, William Scull broke his silence and said that the boxing community is barking at the wrong tree. Now, digital news media organization Essentially Sports dropped an article in which it revealed William Scull being quoted while doing an interview with YouTube Essentially Sports.
Oh, here you go. All right, so it said William Scull reveals direct warning from Sheik Alalshikh before Canelo fight. Don't mistreat him. Shit. Hey, Coach Eddie, sit me. Hey, Coach Eddie, I don't know now, Coach Eddie. You get what I'm saying?
Sports dropped an article in which it revealed William Scull being quoted while doing an interview with YouTube channel La Casaca Boxing Club, wherein the Cuban fighter said that he was personally told by Turki Alalshikh himself to, quote, not mistreat Canelo Alvarez because it'll ruin all the plans they have. The Cuban boxer said, and I quote,
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I believe that shit. I do believe it. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I kind of believe that because you know why? Because the stakes are too high. You know, you can't have, again, I'm not saying he would have beat Canelo anyways, but I'm not saying he wouldn't have beat him. All I'm saying is I can believe that part because stuff like that happens in boxing. That happens in boxing, bro, especially when the mob had the boxing. Yeah, dog, you got some nice knees. You got some nice knees. What you mean by that? Yeah, man, it'd be a shame if something were to happen to your left kneecap, before you get in the ring with our fighter that we know he gonna win the fight. It'd be such a shame if something happened to that left kneecap. You get what I'm saying? Let's say somebody accidentally, while you jogging, getting ready for the fight, somebody accidentally just pull up on you and shoot you on your knee. It'd be something very sad. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But anyways, good luck on the fight. Hope everything work out. Just remember that we got big plans for the next fight for our guys. So it'd be a sad day in hell if hell would freeze over if he was to lose that fight to you and you was to walk out of here alive. So just think about that, buddy, okay? And I can believe that. True. I can believe it. Now I'm not saying that probably what happened in this case, but I'm just saying stuff like that do happen in boxing. You know what I mean? Now I don't know if this guy, if William Scull is telling the truth or not. I don't know. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that is not far-fetched. That's not far-fetched. You know what I mean? Because stuff like that happen in the sport, for real.
He came to the locker room to greet me and asked how I felt. I told him, good for knocking out Canelo. But he told me, do not mistreat him. We have other bits. But he told me, do not mistreat him. And I quote, he came to the locker.
He said he came to the locker room to greet me and asked how I felt. I told him, good for knocking out Canelo. He said, but he told me, don't mistreat him. We have other business and other plans. He said, what is he implying here? Skull was quoted as saying by Swing Completo, in an interview with La Casaca Boxing Club YouTube channel. Okay.
Locker room to greet me and asked how I felt. I told him, good for knocking out Canelo. But he told me, do not mistreat him. We have other businesses and other plans. What is he implying there? Now the article further reads with William Scull elaborating on his comments, saying, quote, he told me they had other plans and other contracts. What is he implying? Now, given those comments, William Scull is pretty much suggesting that the way Turki approached him, that he was basically told to throw the fight away. Obviously, we're not sure whether Scull is telling the truth or these are just juices squeezed out of sour grapes. But whatever the case may be, these are very serious accusations and are...
He said, now we don't know if William Scull telling the truth or not. So why you made... Now we don't know, man. We don't know if he telling the truth. All I'm saying is Coach Eddie found this information, and I told him I was going to share it with the community, and I'm sharing it with the community. So shout out to Coach Eddie doing a great investigative journalism, sending this our way. Now we go. Hey, bro, he told Williams. Hey, he said, well, we don't know William Scull telling the truth now. We don't know now, but we just gonna put this out there anyways. You get what I'm saying? You dig? So I'm like, you know what, man? I probably, that's a good, strong possibility that Coach Eddie don't sit this. Hey, Coach Eddie don't sit me this here, man. Coach Eddie don't sit me. Where my dog, Coach Eddie at? Where my dog at? Where Coach Eddie at? Where my dog at? Where my dog
are considered grounds for defamation. Now, my take on this is that personally, I think it's important to consider the following factors because, again, such accusations can lead to severe legal consequences. Firstly, there is a language barrier between the two parties involved, meaning delivery of certain words may get lost in translation. As such, a specific statement may not fall in the same context or may not mean the same thing for both parties.
That's true.
Secondly, while Turki's statements may have been received by William Scull from a literal perspective, it's worth taking into account that Turki may have also delivered these comments from a sarcastic and non-serious way. Thirdly, since these comments are only coming from William Scull, it's also important to give Turki Alalshikh the benefit of the doubt. So with that being said, you as the viewer and as a member of the boxing community can be the one to judge this for yourself.
Okay, now you know what? I like the way he wrapped that up. Now I'm not even gonna lie. This how you do it. Did you see how he finished that video? He said, now again, he covered all bases. This is what William Scull is saying. We cannot confirm if this is the truth or not. And again, you got to understand that there's a language barrier between the two. So if someone says something one way, you may interpret it a different way. So like that's how you do it. The other YouTube channels, again, I ain't gonna say no names. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But you got other channels out there, when they be clickbaiting, they don't do that. Like they'll take their clickbait title because they hate a fighter, and they'll create an entire fictitious lie and just put it out there and run with it and stick by the lie 10 toes down. Everybody know it's a lie. And go on to the next video. At least he did that. You get what I'm saying? You know, at least he did that. Look here now, hold on now. We can't really say now and what William Scull saying the truth now. You know what I mean? And you know, cause Turki Alalshikh probably ain't said that. Well, Coach Ennis said to me, yeah, Coach, man, the man Canelo tried to get the man to take a bribe, and then listen, they tried to bribe the man and everything, man. William Scull don't through the fight. Coach Ennis say, yeah, the man don't through the fight, Coach. I'm trying to tell you, man. Video out there, dog. Man throw the fight, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. The duck Nello, the man was running, shaking in his boot. Coach Ennis looking for information that confirms what he already want to believe. Yeah, he's a dog anyway, Coach. Hey, anyway, let's get to super chat. Hey, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He say pocket watching billionaires is crazy. Shout out to Talib. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said I tried to tell a YouTuber that he thought he could tell Brian Noma Sr. how much money he should be good with. Knockout boss. Oh my God. Hey, you can't make this up. Hey, Talib, you can't make this up. Bro, I be trying to tell y'all, these two-figure niggas, bro, only on YouTube boxing, two-figure niggas who ain't never touched no money before in their life is trying to tell people who touching millions of dollars now, you know what I mean, what they should be happy with, what they shouldn't do, how to negotiate a contract, how a dude who ain't never seen a boxing contract ever before in his life, or gonna tell a fighter who see boxing contracts all the time what he should and what he shouldn't take. Bro, you cannot make this up. True. These niggas is crazy. Hey, Foodie, you can't make this up. I ain't never seen a boxing contract. Now, I've seen a boxing contract before, but I can't really tell you what's in it. I ain't never seen a boxing contract. If I did see one, I don't know how to read and to interpret it because of the language that's being used within the contract. I've never been at the negotiating table with any promoter, any executives on anything. But I'm going to tell a multi-millionaire that he don't know how to do good business. He don't know how to do good business. He should take this kind of money. This a lot of money. This a lot of money. They offer you way more money, you know, and you turning it down. You stupid for turning it down. Sir, you literally have a net worth of 2 figures. Literally. You are in no position to tell someone that's in the position what he should and what he shouldn't do and how he should do it. Let me repeat that. You are not in the position. That's the key word right there. In the position. You are not in the position to tell the person that's in the position what he should and what he shouldn't do. Literally. Both of y'all are coming from two different perspectives. You're coming from the perspective of sign the contract. You come 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20, take whatever we give it. You coming from the perspective of being a male groupie for your favorite fighter. Hold on, we got a cash out. Literally. He ain't gonna tell you. He ain't gonna tell man. What you got to do now? Hold on now. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Let me talk to baby mama. Babe, hey babe. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Look. I got this nigga Bill Haney on the phone, dog. I tried to tell him, babe, that look, he's stupid. He's stupid for not taking that $20 million that they offer him. He dumb as hell, babe. He tell him he do bad business, babe. Tell him he do bad business. Yeah, babe, you do bad business. Baby, yeah, babe. Look, the people from Riyadh Center, they say they coming to repossess the furniture because we 3 months behind in it. Do you think you can give me the money to pay it so we can at least have some furniture to sit down on in the living room before they repossess it? Hold on, baby. Don't be asking me about no money to save the furniture. Right now, I'm talking to this multi-millionaire on YouTube right now. Let them know he doing bad business and what he should be negotiating, babe. Hold on, I'm doing something important. Don't worry about the furniture. Let me handle this right now. True. I'm like, sir, your priorities are wrong. Your priorities are wrong, sir. That's the problem right there. Right now, you got wrong priorities. Anyways, we got a sponsor. Hey, shout out to Keys for dropping that hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, Keys? He say salute, man. Hey, look here, man. Today's show was sponsored by Foster's Barbershop and our good brother Keys Bulldogs. Let's give Keys a round of applause. Yeah. Broke niggas. Broke niggas have to tell me. Gotta say, boy, hey, boy, it's the funniest shit. Shout out to Vigilante. Jumping out to our super chat. He said, since we dissing Canelo resume, is Bud easy work too? Who is we? Who is we dissing Canelo's resume? Like, I don't even know what you talking about in there. Who's dissing Canelo's everywhere? Since you said since we dissing, who is the we that you are referring to? Yeah, who is the we that you are referring to? I'm just, I'm trying to. Let's establish that. Let's establish that. Who is the we that you're referring to? He said, is Bud easy work too? Well, it depends on who you talk to. If you're a Canelo fan, a lot of Canelo fans feel like Bud is easy work. He's a smaller guy moving up 3 weight divisions to fight him. So according to what I'm hearing from Canelo fans, yes, Bud is easy work. True. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez. Dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy. He said, whoever believes that video must be eating crayons with Rolly on the weekends. Hey, look here, man. Look here. The video is factual. The video. Hey, Jamie, the video is factual. I don't know who this dude is. This must be. Let me see this a troll. He said, let me call in. All right. Dropping a $2 super chat. Let me find out who this dude is right here. I'm dropping the phone. I'm dropping the phone line. You trust me, you gonna better call in, sir. I can promise you that. Let me see who you is, though. Let me check you out. Look at your channel right quick. Channel activity. All right, it's your first time over here. Let's go back. Go over here. Channel activity. Oh, okay, cool. We good. Let me go over here. Let me look at your channel right quick, fam. Look at your channel right quick. Let's go to your channel. I do this all the time. Oh, okay. December 23rd, 2016. Yeah, this look like you don't have any content. Yeah, this look like a troll account. But don't worry about it. I got you. I got it. I'm finna drop these phone lines right now. I promise you that. Please call the show, sir. Please call the show. I'm finna drop it right now. Shout out to Raymond. Raymond, what's going on, fam? It is what it is. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Let me drop these phone lines right now.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back, and also we got to hit our sponsors and cash appers and super chatters with the Huggy.
Down from the bar,
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hold on, we got a call right here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Man, Martin, Oaktown, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, Coach. I have a feeling that Canelo fight flopped, Coach. Because first off, there was a lot of people complaining about why there was so much promotion for, the Ryan Rolly fight, but not too much for Canelo. Then to top it off, he's over there fighting Skull, who most people didn't even know who the hell he was.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you had diehard Canelo fans that were basically talking shit about Skull before the fight was even made, on the strength of, the IBF threatening to strip Canelo if he didn't fight Skull. So they basically, started pumping up the narrative of Skull ain't nobody before the fight was even signed.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real reason why the fight was moved, from Friday the 12th to Saturday the 13th, because I was thinking, that's a badass idea. I mean, think about it like this, Coach. That means you got to fly in on Thursday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get your room, whatever. And that's an extra motherfucking expense. You don't even have time to enjoy Vegas. You can't even make a weekend of it because it's on a Friday. And what was fucking it up was the fact that UNLV's playing against I forgot who and all this other shit was going on. Now they're talking about how they're moving out of Allegiant Stadium and they're probably going to move it to an arena. So basically that went from, an event that was going to do 65,000 to maybe 20. That's some crazy ass shit. It's not like Turkey going to take a hit on this one, because they kind of fucked up by, taking that shit to Saudi, because think about all the Canelo fans that went out there that probably didn't know that drinking was banned out there in Saudi Arabia. You show up trying to have a good time and they hollering some no alcohol shit and you pay top dollar and the fight sucks, you're going to be heated. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of motherfuckers is, tripping on this fight as good as it could be. You know what I mean? There's just all this little weird shit going on. And now they're talking about that the Canelo fight's going to go head to head against UFC in Mexico. So I have a feeling that Dana White ain't going to be involved in the promotion for that shit because he got to focus on his event. You feel me?
Well, I'll say this right now. It's too early to tell anything. So I wouldn't look too much into anything right now. This is May. That fight is going to be September the 13th from what I'm hearing. It's been moved to. So it's too early. It's really too early right now to speculate anything. We won't know anything until they release the information. And that's what he's been putting on X. He said he'll let everybody know exactly where the locations are going to be at and what network and platform we'll be able to see it on. So he said that. So we probably
what, Coach? Looking back on it, it almost would have been better if Turkey would have let Canelo fight Jake Paul, because at least that would have promoted the shit out of Canelo. And then have all them new fans or casual fans carried over to the Crawford fight, because, everybody that was going to hate, he fought a nobody, dude ain't even a fighter. Oh, damn, you fighting number one pound for pound. Oh, shit, I'm watching this. You feel what I'm saying? I think it would have done some crazy ass numbers if they piggybacked off a Jake Paul fight. But
all right,
done is done, Coach.
Shout out to Martin. Salute, fam.
For sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't look too much into any of that right now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Bag up, man. Bag up. Calling from Fort Pierce, Florida.
Bag up. Calling from Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. I ain't no troll. I seen you. You looked at the thing. You said you looked at my channel and said, "Look, I'm troll." No, I ain't no troll, dog. I just don't be on YouTube like that. But no, I wanted to get your opinion first on Eddie Hearn offering Norman Jr. to fight with the man having a fight in 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing everybody say, that he ducking because he ain't go ahead and sign it. And let me preface this by saying, I think Norman Jr. gets slaughtered by Boots when they do fight. But I just think the narratives, and that's what's crazy in boxing, like the narratives is crazy. Like it's no different from Canelo saying to Turkey that he did not want to negotiate while he had an upcoming fight with Edgar Berlanga. Right? And nobody said Canelo was ducking or scared of Crawford. You know what I mean? But you know, the Norman's trying to practice good business, and everybody calling this man a duck for saying, no, we accept the fight, but hold on, I got a fight in 4 weeks, dog, so I'm not about to get into these specifics. Let me handle my business, you know what I mean? And then we'll negotiate. Because at the end of the day, whatever he lock in right now, say he lock in, you know, whatever they agree on, he lock in now. Well, shit, I'm about to go over here to Japan and, you know what I mean, gain this fan base. Say I knock him down, I'm about to gain this fan base. So then it's a different asking price. So it's just a whole different, you know what I mean, scope of business if he comes away with that win. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't appreciate all that.
But bag up, but this is what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. What it is the reason why people didn't give Canelo the flag is because Canelo is one of the more popular fighters. So, you know, what goes on online is it's more of a popularity contest. Whoever the more popular fighter is, he will more so get the benefit of the doubt versus someone who is not as popular or is not as liked by the overall social media you know, fan base, and when it comes to boxing. So that's what that is.
I hear that, but it's like as hey man, listen, we humans first before we boxing fans, we humans. And sometimes like common sense gotta come into play. Like it don't even make sense boxing or like business wise to be negotiating while you have an upcoming fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you do yourself a disservice. You and your team, you do yourself a disservice. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and again, I ain't no Norman. I think Boot slaughters him. But it just, I just be watching so many channels and man, these narratives be crazy. I had one more thing because I know you got other callers, right? For all the people that's saying that Bud Crawford is bigger than Canelo, or Canelo is not bigger than Bud. Well, you got to be careful when you say that, because what that means is, if you really think about it, if they the same size or Bud is bigger, because I've been seeing that a lot, that means that Crawford been weight bullying, and Canelo is a greater fighting at a bigger weight class. So we have to be careful when we say Crawford is bigger than Canelo, or he ain't that much bigger, or you know what I mean, Crawford is bigger, because I've been seeing that a lot, that Crawford is bigger than Canelo. Well, we got to be careful with that, because that will point to Canelo, a little guy fighting at a bigger weight class, meaning he's greater. You know what I'm saying? That means pull up and weight bullying. So I that was just something else I wanted to throw out there.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Big Up, man. Fort Pierce, stand up. Salute, fam. All that don't mean nothing. I mean, you know, people who this guy bigger, that guy bigger, this and that. That don't mean nothing. Again, you know, Canelo is used to fighting at 168, and Crawford isn't used to fighting at 168. So we'll see how that fight play out. You know, you guys know I'm riding with Bud. You already know that. Win, lose, or draw, I ride with Bud. I like both fighters. I like Canelo, one of my favorite fighters. You know, but I'm riding with my guy, Bud. It's a tall task, you know, to beat for the, you know, you fight Saul Canelo Alvarez at a weight that he's acclimated to, and you haven't fought there. So it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. May the best man win. Both are making a lot of money. I'm not emotionally invested in it myself, you know, because I don't have a reason to. I don't live my lives vicariously through these fighters and Carla, hold on. You know, when everybody have a right to like who they like. You got people who ride with Canelo, they think Canelo gonna knock Bud out. There's nothing wrong with that. You have fans who like Terence Crawford, they feel like he gonna beat Canelo. There's nothing wrong with that. It's our opinion. We're gonna find out what's what and who's who. The rubber gonna hit the road September the 13th. It's as simple as that. Other than that, that's it. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, what up, man? What's good with you? Hey, main man, it just close. So I'm like, you could say Buddy's bigger right now because he bulked up. So if Canelo was Cinnamon was the bulk up, he could probably make 200 pounds. It's a difference. So you can't look at it because one motherfucker done bulked up to a nice size don't mean that that's traditionally his size. How many times you seen a motherfucker get locked up? They in jail, they big as shit. As soon as they come out for about a year, they slim the fuck down to their normal size. It happens because motherfuckers been bulking up. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That size shit, it is what it is. But that's not traditionally his size, you know. But But back to this Bud, what's the problem with Turkey doing it? Why is we worried about how many pay-per-views they sell? I don't give a fuck on how many pay-per-views. I don't give a fuck if they fight in a quiet room. I prefer the motherfuckers to fight in the motherfucker around 100 motherfuckers for all I care. We don't need all of for this ass whooping Bud about to put on cinnamon ass. But at the end of the day, alcohol, whether it's alcohol being, so who gives a fuck about alcohol? I don't drink, so maybe that's probably the reason why I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, Slim, just be grateful that we finally have Cinnamon is finally in a competitive fight. Bud is finally in a competitive fight where he's not the fucking favorite, man. That's just what I'm saying. That's what I'm more worried about. I'm worried about the fight, not the shit around the fight and who promoting the fight. It's the fight I'm more concerned about, more I care about. But that's all I got for you, Slim. I'm out, Mo.
All right, salute, fam. Ron Bud Fresh in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna say a lot to you, bro. Like, you know the crazy part about it. The crazy part about it is this. David Benavidez is the one that got lost in the sauce. Bro, if you would have told me in 2023 that Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez will be fighting each other in 2 years. Carl, hold on. If you would have told me in 2023, after Bud beat Errol Spence, that Terence Crawford would land a Canelo fight in 2 years, and before David Benavidez won't even have an option or an opportunity to fight Canelo, that fight ain't gonna happen. If you would have told me that, I would have looked at you and started laughing. True. If you would have told me that, I would have looked at you and started laughing. Bro, like, this is crazy. Lord have mercy. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? This Coach Eddie from ATL.
Man, Coach Eddie, talk to me, brother.
Hey, what's going on, Coach? Hey, man, like I said, Coach, man, that dude took a dive, man. That dude Canelo, he a fraud, man. You know, he been fooling the public since day one, man.
Why you say the man a fraud? Why you say the man a fraud, man, Coach? Why you say that? The man been undisputed twice. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that though. I don't know why. I don't know why anybody talking about him being 2-time undisputed. Why is that?
Nah, man, the man a fraud. We already seen Kovalev. Kovalev took a dive. Kovalev ain't never fought like that before. He came out on his little pity jab. The man he known for making people take dives anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like William Scull, the guy named Turki Alalshikh came up with William Scull. They look at, man, don't mess the fight up, bro. That's why Canelo wasn't doing that, because he already knew the play already. When the last time you seen Canelo throw 150? He ain't never seen Canelo throw 158 punches. His whole career, nothing even close to that. So he already knew what time we was. Turki Alalshikh gonna say, look at Canelo. I already told the man he already know the play. Just go out there, walk around a little bit. You got your check ready for you. Skull was out there laughing, moving around, dancing. So, man, I hope I get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Because if I mess trying to beat Canelo, it's gonna be over with for him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, the man took the dive, man. The man, I think the reason why he exposing Turki Alalshikh, everybody getting on him, aiming him for the fight. I'm like, he ain't gonna never fight again. You know what I'm saying? You know, nobody want to see, so he just went ahead and let the cat out the bag. But now, man, this man told me I better not mess around and beat Canelo because he got other plans. Or what are those other plans? What are them other plans? You got the Terence Crawford fight, and his boy, Hamid Sherrod. Because you already know Sherrod is fighting Edgar Berlanga, right? If he beat Edgar, the Puerto Rican assassin, Canelo is going to get Hamid Sherrod. That's going to be his next fight. Then the plans for Canelo. But he gonna have to knock Canelo out to get the win because Canelo is the star. Canelo got a 4-fight deal with Turki Alalshikh. Well, they ain't got no 4-fight deal with him. The fix is in, Coach. I'm telling you, man, the fix is in, man.
Look. How the fix is? Listen, Canelo and Crawford finna get hit in the head with a bag full of money. How the fix is? What the fix is? What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna make an agreement. Say, look here, man, you don't try to knock me out. I won't try to knock you out. Let's just make a whole bunch of money. I'm telling you, the fight probably gonna look like a sparring match, man.
That's the topic of the show. Do you think that this fight would be better than Mayweather-Pacquiao? Or do you think it'll be, because Mayweather-Pacquiao didn't live up to the hype. Everybody was so excited. I never forget. We threw a fight party. Everybody was so excited. We was really, you get what I'm saying? And then that was like a damn sparring match, Mayweather and Pacquiao. You know, I think he cracked Floyd one good time, but Manny didn't really throw a lot of punches like he normally would throw, and he was hesitant because Floyd was catching him with the, Floyd to catch him with the either the check left hook or the straight right. He was scared of the straight right and all that stuff there. So I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that this fight might be this shit. You might be right. It's just, I don't know, man. I hope that.
No, man. I'm telling you, man. William Scull don't got nothing. He ain't got nothing to gain. He had nothing to gain by saying Turki Alalshikh told him to throw that fight.
I think
everybody already said the man career is already over.
Yeah, but
so he said, he like Nino Brown, coach. I'm taking out everybody. Y'all just gonna put this all on me. The man came to the man locker room and said, "Look here, man, don't beat Canelo." So the man laid down, coach. Hey, Canelo a fraud. I'm telling you, man. The man is a fraud, coach.
That man ain't no fraud. That man ain't no fraud. That man ain't no fraud.
Man, he's fighting all these old guys, small guys, bringing people up, catch weight.
That man ain't no fraud.
Man, come on, man. This man is a fraud, man. I'm telling you, man. The man a hype job, coach. He a hype job, man.
Man, you with the bullshit. Coach said he with that bullshit.
No, man. I'm telling the man is a hype job. I ain't catching the man a hype job, man.
Hey, listen, look here. The man, listen, Canelo was bro, you know the crazy part about it? That man is 2-time undisputed. And there was no celebration about him becoming undisputed for the second time. I wonder why. Is it because he fought William Scull? But did you notice that? I haven't seen any articles. I haven't seen anything about Canelo being 2-time undisputed. Have anybody seen that? Anybody?
Nope. Nothing. Hey. And ain't nobody talking about how sorry his performance is. The man threw 158 punches. Look, this how you know the thick was in. One judge had the goddamn scorecard, gave William Scull 1 round. They gave Canelo a round that he didn't even land any punches. The man threw 4 punches in 1 round. And he threw 4 punches and landed 0, and they gave Canelo that round. Man, the 6 is in, man. The man threw 158 punches, a 12-round fight. That averages out to 12 punches. That's why everybody keeps it. A lot of people are saying Scull won, like actual boxer. He said he won because Canelo didn't do nothing. The man didn't do nothing, coach. The man didn't do nothing. How you gonna win the fight if you don't do nothing? The man threw 158 punches for a 12-round fight. He set a record. This man is a fraud, man. He got the public. He got the public food, man. Yeah, man.
All right,
hey, that's my call, man. That man's a fraud, man.
Hey, shout out to Texas 16 South. Hey, look here. Shout out to Dog, man. Hey, look here, man. With the man, the fraud. No, the man. Hey, listen. I'm looking at this video. I said, this is like one of them AI videos. I said, this is an AI video, man. How we know William Scull said that? Like, how we know Scull really said, you get what I'm saying? Because we going by what somebody else said that he said to another channel on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Carter, what's your name? You calling from?
Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry from Beatmore, talk to me, fam.
Man, I disagree with just about everything the last caller said. Man, Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. He is. Is he flawless? No. Just like Devin, Haney, Theo Lopez, you name it, not flawless. He's got a few close fights, competitive. Hey, it is what it is. I can't defend him on his last performance, but the guy ran. The guy fucking ran all night. And Canelo, he didn't take any chances to get to him. No, he did not. And he deserves to be criticized for that. Considering how much money he makes and his position in boxing, yeah, I get that. But I don't think people should get too high. You know, when Bud Crawford fought Madrimov, in the backlash of it, people was saying, "Oh, he can't fight Canelo, mismatch, yak, and overreaction to how Bud performed in that fight, and I had him winning that fight. And it's an overreaction to how Canelo performed in this fight. He does deserve to be criticized because a legendary great would have took some chances. He didn't take any chances in that one. Against Jermell Charlo, who also ran, he took a few chances, and he closed the distance a couple of times. But against this guy, Scull, he just wasn't willing to do it. Maybe because of the big fight that's pending. I don't know. But I'm still looking forward to the two of them fighting. It's an intriguing fight.
Do you think, hey Jared, do you think it's going to be like on the level of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather? Did that fight live up to the hype to you, or how do you feel about the comparison?
No, it didn't live up to the hype to me. I thought it was fucking god awful, to be honest with you. And I blame both of them, but I mostly blame Floyd because Floyd kept saying that Pacquiao was going to be easy work. Everybody knew that, despite who Floyd, other great champions that he fought, that Pacquiao fight was his career-defining fight. And he just was too defensive. It was a stinker. And you make a great point, man. Oftentimes, these fights that we anticipate the most, oftentimes can't live up to the hype, not even close.
All right, well, shout out to Jared.
Not even close.
I appreciate you, family.
You got to imagine. Yeah. You got to imagine Crawford's going to want to be tactical. It's probably in his best interest to do so. Canelo's very deliberate in how he fights. He's always had been, and even more so today. And it's a very good fucking chance, and it's a great point that you make that this could be a super letdown. Now, I don't see Crawford running like Charlo did. I'm sorry, I just don't see that in Bud Crawford. But if I'm being honest, I didn't see it in Charlo either. I didn't think Charlo would do what he did when he fought Canelo. I don't think Bud will, and hopefully it'll be a fight that we can, that'll live up to the hype. But I would say 60-70% chance it won't.
All right, shout out to Jared. Baltimore, stand up. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to find out, goddamn. I'm going to find out. Hey, we going to find out. Hey, look here, man. Y'all niggas better be throwing some hands, dog. That's all I'm saying. All that money y'all getting paid, I better see some hands thrown. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, all that money y'all being paid, listen, y'all better throw some hands. That's all I'm saying. So they better be throwing some hands, dog. Let's see. Shout out to Nebraska Raj. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Carla, hold on. He said, what you say, Nebraska Raj? He said, greetings from North Omaha. You say, Cinnamon about to get exposed as soon as his eye swell up. Oh, okay. All right. Shout out to Nebraska Raj, man. Omaha, stand up. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Mo? Let me double back. I forgot to let y'all know. I think this is going to be light years better than Maypop. It was just, I always thought that Manny and Floyd was just a mismatch, and it took so long for the fight to happen. And it just came to fruition, just like I always thought that Earl versus Bud was a mismatch, and it took so long to happen. But like I said, Cinnamon versus Bud is going to be definitely light years better than Maypop. Light years better than Earl and motherfucking Earl and Bud. It might be on the level. I don't. The way this shit gonna play out, it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be an exciting fight. I think it's gonna be worth. I wouldn't even say worth the wait because it wasn't nothing nobody was really waiting for. It's gonna be. All I'm gonna say, it's gonna be one of them joints that's gonna be a surprise. And you glad the fight was made. You dig what I'm telling you? That's why I'm going to leave it. Because it ain't an over-marinated fight. It was just a fight that we didn't think that would happen. It was basically what they gave us was a fantasy fight. You dig? They gave us a realistic fantasy fight. And so people making fantasy fights for motherfuckers that's the same age and the same division. And you know what I mean? Who to win before Devin? Hey. Who will win between?
Hey, you know the crazy part about it, when I think about this fight, I said, I wonder what this fight be better than Mayweather-Pacquiao because that kind of like was a letdown. But what I'm saying is,
yeah, it was a huge letdown.
This is a hell of a backstory for both fighters. Both fighters come from poor environments. Like for me, you would have to really show that. Like Saul Canelo Alvarez, he came from Guadalajara,
Guadalajara.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I heard it was like 10 of them. He like one of them. I think he had like 10 or 11 siblings. So he was poor.
Yeah.
You know, he turned pro at 15 years old just to make money to feed his family. And then he's been boxing for 20 years. He's had 60 something, almost 70 fights. You know, looked upon as one of the pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And then you got Terence Crawford, who comes from Omaha, Nebraska, of all places. Small
People used
city.
to hate on me because I used to go to Omaha to see Bud fight. It's like, how you go from Vegas to Nebraska? Like, what the fuck?
The home of Malcolm X. Malcolm X is from Omaha, Nebraska. And you know, he was broke, ain't have nothing. You know, used to run the streets, got shot in the head, was really poor. You know, we know his story, know his backstory.
Right.
And, you know, wasn't picked to do anything in life. And then even in boxing, didn't nobody really pay him no attention, but he just kept winning and winning and winning. He got his big break from Timothy Bradley. And now look where we at now. You get what I'm saying? So the story, the backstory from both of these guys is phenomenal. Like, you can really make this fight big if they do it right.
Yeah, and the great thing is you got Big Turk that's about to do a mini movie about this shit, because you know how he do the production. You know what I'm saying? You know you're about to get a mini movie out this joint. Turk is going to touch on all that shit. I guarantee that. All that shit you just said, I guarantee that's going to be in a little motion picture joint, because this joint going to be longer than them other joints than what we had with Fury and Usyk and the Bud and Madrimov joint. That shit was fire. When they even did the Madrimov and Bud shit, that shit was fire. So you already know, man, Turk's gonna make this shit. He gonna get this shit right, Slim. But I think it's gonna be a surprisingly good fight. I don't know if it's gonna be a great fight, but I won't be surprised if it turns out to be a great fight. And technically, it's a fight I didn't ask for. It was just surprisingly it was given to me, so I accept it, and it is what it is. So that's all I got for you, Slim. I'm out, bro.
Shout out to Ron, boy, first. Yeah, you can sell that. You know what I mean? Like that's, I mean that you know we say in the street. Oh, that dope sell itself. The dope so good it sell itself. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Sean,
where you calling from?
I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida, man.
Sean from Jacksonville, talk to me. Duval, stand up.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to. Yes, sir. Duval, stand up. Yeah, I just wanted to respond to one of the guys, and then I'm gonna get to your original question. Would a hype live up to the Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao? But the other guy was saying something about Canelo. That Bud, that's not his fighting weight or something like that. That's Canelo. You know, just finishing a fight, and the other guy, you know what I mean? Bud just coming in looking bulky. You know what I mean? Not at his walk around weight or his fighting weight. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, it's still, the man got to be great. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me leave that alone. I ain't gonna touch on that. Let me go back to, is this gonna live up to the Manny Pacquiao? I think it's gonna go beyond that because of the fighters that you have. You have a Canelo that's relentless, that's gonna be coming forward, coming straight at you, and you got Bud that ain't doing no running. I'm not saying Mayweather was doing any running, because we all know how great he was and his fighting style. But what I'm saying is, it makes for a hell of a fight when you got a guy that's coming straight at you, like Canelo did with Bivol. It's not going to be nothing that Crawford can do that will have Canelo backing up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Canelo kept walking towards Bivol. You know what I'm saying? And we know how that turned out. But the point is, he gonna continue to keep coming. So that's gonna make for Bud to be throwing his counter punches and throwing punches and bunches, and then that's gonna make for Canelo to be able to try to counter that and hit him with a good shot. But I think Canelo is gonna be in one of these fights where that he hasn't been in a while, and I think that something's gonna trigger in that fight. And man, I think it's gonna be a firefight. I think it does way better than Mayweather-Pacquiao because Mayweather-Pacquiao was a good fight, but at the end of the day, we know Mayweather won that, and it was like he really didn't take any punishment. It wasn't really nothing crazy.
He bragged about that too. He said, "Yeah, man, this is easy money. I didn't take any punishment. I didn't get hit." Yeah, he bragged. Floyd bragged about that too.
Yeah, man, that fight was easy for Floyd, man. Floyd was like, man, and listen, man, Floyd was like, man, is this the guy y'all was talking about? I needed to fight. You know what I mean? This fight was easy. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Floyd was younger than Pacquiao. Everybody like to say, well, he waited on Pacquiao to get old. Man, I mean, Floyd was older than Pacquiao.
Floyd was older than Pacquiao, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. My bad. Floyd was older than Pacquiao. Everybody loves to say he waited on Pacquiao to get old. Man, no, he was actually older than Pacquiao when he beat him. You know what I mean? But I actually think this fight, Canelo-Bud, I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. And I think somebody goes down. We don't know. I'm not saying they get stopped, but I mean, like, somebody dropped. Could it be Canelo? Sure. Could it be Bud? Yeah. So I think it's going to be one of them fights. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Sean. Duval, stand up. Jacksonville in this bitch. Yeah, man. Hey. I mean, again, both of these, like I say, man, like, man, listen, they gotta let me write the script for these promos, dog. They gotta let me write the script or something, fam, because, bro, ooh, Lord have mercy. Boy, I got something. Lord, please, you know what? Well, listen, right now, I got something coming down the pipe. Carla, hold on. I can't talk about it, though. I cannot talk about it. I have something coming down the pipe, man, but boy, I got some great, because, bro, it's so much you can do with the promo of this fight. It's so much you can do with the promo. Now, I think Turki Alalshikh them going to do a good job with it. But I would love, you know what? Let me keep my mouth closed. Because I can't keep giving these dudes the game. I'm giving them this uncut game, and they not respecting my gangster. You get what I'm saying? True. Tired of getting up the game for free, fam. Carter, what's your name? You calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
Hey, Coach Eddie's a funny brother, man. Coach Eddie always finds a way to hate on Canelo, man. Canelo could be eating ice cream, and Coach Eddie's not going to like it, bro. It doesn't matter what he does. The man is always hating, which is cool, man. I know he's joking. Bro. The man knows boxing. But when it comes to Canelo versus Crawford, fight week, I'm going to break shit up the way I see it. But right now, all I'm going to say, the way I see it, when it comes to size, I don't want to hear it really. I mean, I don't think size is going to matter in this fight. I mean, but it's going to take skills. The winner, it's going to take skills to win, bro. He's a fighter. I know he's moving up 3 weight classes, and that shit is unheard of. But if anybody can do it, it's him. But for me, both fighters, are on the same level. They're both great fighters, and the winner should be best in their era. But talking about which fight is bigger, Coach. No, I don't think that the fight is bigger than Floyd versus Pacquiao. Those pay-per-view numbers is hard to beat.
No, not bigger. Not bigger. But I'm saying, do you think it'll live up? You think it'll be better? Will it be better than that?
No, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm getting to that. Yes, sir. No, it might be, man. Those fighters, again, those fighters are greater. You know what I mean? Canelo and Bud can stop fighting right now or after the fight, retire. They're not greater than the other 2 fighters. But I will say this: there's a possibility, and I hope that it's a better fight. I remember watching Floyd versus Pac-Man. It was boring as hell. Everybody was disappointed, including myself. This fight should be action-packed if they decide to engage. The fans, the fans will be happy with the man, I cannot figure the word, but the product should be better, man. I know Border's coming to fight. Canelo's trying to make a point. Either way, man, on paper, it's a great fight. So I wish them, well. Salute to Coach Eddie, and Coach, like always, respect from New York.
Salute, fam. Shout out to Jamie. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I'm sitting back thinking. I say, man, bro, I like the story. Like, I love storytelling. I love the storytelling aspect of a fighter's journey, of the backstory of someone who everybody loves a rags to riches story. Everybody loves a rags to riches story, right? So you can paint this story, you know, right now, Canelo walking on stage with pajamas, silk pajamas, you know, you can talk about that, you know. Oh, boy, y'all don't know, dog. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea, bro. Like my mind racing and my mind is racing. Carla, hold on. And I'm thinking, I'm like, man, this how I would promote this. I do it just like this here, man. Like I dig into Canelo's backstory, dig into Buz's backstory, but then you gotta bring it with a twist. Like you can say, okay, well, we know Canelo's background already. We know Buz's background already. I say, yeah, you know it, but there's a bunch of people that are casuals that don't know it. So you can't assume just because you know it, everybody else know it. That's one. And then two, it's the way you tell the story. So a lot of times it's not necessarily the story that's unique. And there is a level of uniqueness within everybody's story, but it's the way you tell the story, how you tell the story. Did you get what I'm saying? That gives everything a different perspective. Carla, what's your name you calling from?
Yo, Coach, what's happening?
What's the name you calling from?
Coach. Coach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on? Is recently spoken.
Recently spoken?
Yeah.
Oh, Reese. Oh, recently spoken. Reese, what's going on, brother? I ain't heard from you in a minute.
What's going on? What's going on with you, big bro? Shit, been working, bro. Ain't been able to call in, been listening every day, but ain't been able to call in.
Oh yeah, man. Salute, man. What's going on with you, fam? Talk to me.
So look, I'm listening to the topic and, you know, all the different callers' points. But, you know, one thing I ain't heard nobody mention as far as like, is it going to live up to, you know, Maypac or whatnot? We got to take into consideration that when Maypac happened, right, not only did it happen too late, but Pac had a bum shoulder that fight. So that had a lot to do with the outcome of the fight. If you remember, it was a whole controversy in the beginning to where he was trying to get jabbed up in the shoulder or whatnot.
Yeah, you talking about Manny-Pacquiao. He was trying to get a cortisone shot. Yeah.
Exactly. So you remember. So I'm trying to wait, you know what I mean, to listen to people, you know, bring that up, but doesn't nobody bring that shit up? Like, that had a big factor to do with the fight. Kind of like when Loma fought Tio. Loma had a similar situation. Loma had a bum shoulder, and little behold, right after the fight, he had surgery on that shoulder. So it's like, I feel like the boxing commission needs to do some shit to where, because like people like us, like, you know, like in media, people who are invested and bet on these fights, and, you know, and travel and pay for rooms and all this and all the above, A, B, and C, D. Like, we need to be aware of a boxer not being healthy or something being wrong, because that shit is like borderline trifling, because, you know, you playing with our money. Like, it's not a fair fight. You know what I mean? Like the gallos aren't adding up. Like my horse ain't, you know, healthy like your horse is. So when it comes to this fight, I just hope that both these guys is healthy. Canelo, we know, has a past of, you know, having injuries, but, you know, he got bad knees or whatnot. It looked like it got better over the years. And Crawford, he really ain't had no like surgery or bad injuries, but at the same time,
he actually did. He had a surgery after the Spence fight. Not after the Spence fight, but I think after the Majamal fight, he had a surgery. It wasn't publicized, but he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. Put me on game. What was it?
I don't know. They kept it on the right. I know for a fact he had a surgery.
Okay. Boom. So, like, there, you threw me off. I had something tip my tongue. But, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, that's what I say. A boxer's worst enemy is inactivity, right?
Yeah.
And by the time they get in the ring, fucking Crawford going to be out damn near 15 months. So, and not only that, but he also moving up to where we know what he's good at. He can move, you know. He has power, but will his power move up? Will his legs be stuck in sand, you know, when he's, you know, like heavier now? So we don't know. That factor is a big thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit to this fight that we need to take into accountability. Besides that, he's going up 3 weight classes. The inactivity and is they healthy? Is both the fighters healthy? Canelo has been active, one of the most active champions in the pound list in the last 10 years. You know, he's fighting for show 2 times a year, the Mexican holidays, Cinco de Mayo and September. Crawford has been semi-active, but he ain't been able to get the fight. This Spence fight, it was a blessing, but it was also like a burden because it kind of like he fought Madrimov. Took him a while. It took him a year to fight Madrimov. Now Madrimov, it's a year and a half. So Coach, I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
He fought Madrimov August last year, and was it August last year? No, not August last year. August. When was he fought Madrimov?
It was like July. It was summertime, right?
No, he fought. Yeah, he fought. No, I was there. I was at that fight. I think he fought him like August. Yeah, he fought him. He fought him in August because I was at that fight. Okay. And he's fighting Canelo. He's fighting Canelo in September. So it's like he's going to be out like 13 months.
13 months.
Yeah.
That's a long time though. But yeah, I'm interested to hear your opinion on that as far as like if it's going to live up to the hype because when we bring up Mayweather-Pacquiao. Y'all got to remember, Pacquiao wasn't healthy. He wasn't able to get a shot. Mayweather was able to get the IV, So y'all got to think about that. But I'm going to leave you at that, Coach.
All right, shout out to Reese, man. Oakland, stand up. Yeah. I mean, inactivity and the level of competition as well. So, as I said before, man, like both of these guys, bro, like one guy been boxing for 20 years, another guy been boxing for 17 years. You get what I'm saying?
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Yeah, hold on. Got a call calling in. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, this Sean again, man, from Duval, dog.
Sean from Duval, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Now, I just want to say one other thing, because I heard you say Canelo walking in, he coming in with silk pajamas and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I do think that can be a factor, meaning his comfortability. Like, I feel like Bud still got something to prove. Canelo looking at it, he done said it multiple times. I mean, this is an easy fight. This is an easy fight for me. You know what I'm saying? He done said that a bunch of times, and we know he is great. But I think that Bud being an all-time great fighter, because I think that he is an all-time great fighter, just his style, he reminds me of a throwback fighter. You know what I mean? But he coming into this fight with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. And we already know he's punching. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, he moving up, but some of that power gonna carry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he gonna be punching like a Triple G, but you know what I mean? Punch placement and accuracy is key to putting somebody down. But I just think that Canelo, he is comfortable, so I don't know if he gonna tap back into something, or is he gonna come in? Is he gonna come into this fight like, man, I got this fight. This is an easy fight. Or is he gonna come in? Damn, I better not let this man beat me. He coming from a smaller weight class. I got something to prove. What you think about that?
Well, to me, what you're talking about is the mentality of the fighter. So, this point in Canelo's career, you're saying that he's rich enough. He may just come in lackadaisical because he's getting paid and making so much money. The hunger is not there. And then as it relates to Crawford, you may feel that, hey, man, you know what? He still got that chip on his shoulder. He really wants to prove to people how great he is as a fighter. And so he may be taking this fight a little bit of more of importance. So that's what you're talking about from what drives both of these fighters. Yeah. So I get that. For me, it's going to be the game plan. I'm anxious to see what type of game plan will Team Crawford, meaning Bomac, Coach Red, Saul, come with to neutralize whatever Canelo does best. And then I want to see will Eddie Reynoso come up with the game plan to try to neutralize whatever it is that Terence Crawford does best. Outside of him being, hey, he's a bigger fighter, stronger fighter, just walk him down. He's going to need something more than that. You know, so I'm anxious to see. Yeah. That's what I'm anxious to see, just the game plans that both trainers are going to come with. But Sean, salute to you, fam. Hey, thank you, brother. Duval, stand up. Yeah, the game plan. The game plan. So, you know, Bud is a once-a-year fighter. He fights once a year. He's been fighting once a year since 2020. Carter, what's your name? Carter?
Hey, what's up, Coach? Jerry, 2 times.
Jerry, 2 times. Talk to me.
Yeah, the caller before last, Manny Pacquiao, in the direct aftermath of his fight with Floyd Mayweather, they asked his promoter, Bob Arum, about his shoulder. And Bob said, yeah, his shoulder is messed up, but it's been messed up. It's been messed up for several fights. A lot of people don't realize boxers fight with messed up shoulders. A lot of times they don't want to take the time for the lengthy rehab. They want to take the opportunities that are in front of them. And you know, same thing with Loma. Listen, when you pass the pre-fight physical, you make the weight and you cash your check, you can leave the excuses at the door. You don't get to say, well, this was ailing me or that, because the other guy got shit that's ailing him too. You passed the physical, you made the fight, you cashed your check, and that's all she wrote. And that goes for Loma, Manny Pacquiao, Shakur Stevenson, or anybody. You see what I'm saying? We can't start allowing, and we can't allow for fighters to claim injury, not because they aren't injured, likely more because the other fighters are injured too. You see what I'm saying? Have you watched what's his name, Andre Ward's documentary? Look at the injuries that guy dealt with in his career.
Yeah.
He didn't really cry about it at all, really. I mean, a bad hand injury before the Kovalev fight, knee, plus his shoulder. I know he fought with a bad shoulder for a while, like a lot of fighters do. Manny Pacquiao probably does have a torn up shoulder. That's a common injury in boxing. But you can't whoop this guy and make no mention and then lose to this guy and try to use it as an excuse. You see what I'm saying, Coach?
Yeah, I understand that what you're saying. What you're saying makes sense. Shout out to Jerry, man. Baltimore, stand up. Yeah, I see exactly what he's saying. You know, I mean, bro, pretty much all of these fighters come with all these fighters are gonna have injuries, some type of injuries or whatever. To be fair, they're gonna have that going into a fight. That's any fighter. That's like a football player, basketball player, whatever, going into the season with injuries. In boxing, you're going to go through that, especially if you had a brutal training camp. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, what's going on? This is Ann from DC.
Ann from DC, talk to me.
Yeah. Hey, is they doing any drug testing on this fight? With the Canelo fight?
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody, when you fight on the Riyadh Season card or whatever, everyone has to be enrolled in VADA, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, that's the biggest question, because you know Canelo. You know Canelo known for being a drug thief. You know that. So that's the one question. That's the one question that concerns me with this fight. He's a drug thief, and everybody know that. You know, but that's all I have, man.
All right, salute, man.
All right.
He said, so wait a minute, man. Now you know that. Hold on, do we got? Hold on. He said, Coach, is there drug testing, Coach? We need to know if there's drug testing. Now you know what Canelo known for now.
Who's badder than the Shogun?
Bruce Leroy, that too.
Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy.
Oh, Bruce. Hold on. Let me see what's up. Yo, Bruce Leroy. They go Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy. We got Bruce Leroy. Yeah, I'm anxious to see these game plans. That's what I'm anxious to see. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's what it's all about. When you got a good team and you have a disciplined fighter, you know, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to trusting your training. You have a good team, and then you have a disciplined fighter, and you study. See, this is what I disagree with Derrick James at, because Derrick James always say, "Yeah, man, I don't look at no fight film," and I totally like. I do know that Derrick James got trained of the year that Errol Spence became a unified champion, 3-belt champion, and Jamel Charlo became undisputed. And I get that. He deserved that. But, bro, when you have a trainer that openly comes out and say he don't look at fight film, bro, you got to get the hell away from that trainer. True. And I'm gonna tell you why. And how can you prepare for the opponent if you don't watch film on the opponent? It's like taking a test but not studying for the test. When you get in the boxing ring and fight your opponent, that's the test. If you win the fight, that means you pass the test. When you go to training camp, you have something called preparation. Why do you have a training camp? Because we are preparing for the opponent, which is the test. Shout out to the Hangout Spot. If you ain't studying fight film, how the hell do you get prepared? Oh man, I just seen a few fights he had. He ain't nothing special. This and that, and you ain't studying film. That's how your fighter got beat so thoroughly when he fought Crawford. You ain't studied nothing. You ain't looked at any of the possibilities. You know what if he do this? How do we take that away? You know, when you're fighting and you got trainers, they, you know, a good trainer. One thing I can't tell you, what they got, but that's like Phil Jackson got the Chicago Bulls and they're getting ready to play the Utah Jazz in the finals, and they ain't looking at no film of what the Utah Jazz like to do. Because Utah Jazz, Utah Jazz is known for the pick and roll. How do we defend the pick and roll? Well, we ain't got to look at no fight film or no film of it. Or a football team. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we finna get ready to play the defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? Their defense they got a stellar defense. How do we prepare for their defense? What can we do from an offensive standpoint to take away their strengths so that we can be successful on the field? Man, we ain't looking at no film of that team, man. Do you know how crazy that is, fam? Caller, what's your name you calling from?
Hey, this is Sean again, man, from Duval.
Sean Duval, three times.
Yes, sir. I ain't got nothing to do, man. I'm just tapping in. I'm showing love to the fam. But no, man. Hey, you say how can you prepare? You know what I mean, without watching the film. But hey, man, we just watched Greg Hackett. You know, win him a fight. He said he didn't do no training. You know what I mean? Boots said he performed better. You know what I mean, when he on train or. You know what I'm saying?
But Greg Hackett ain't no world class fighter, man. We talk about on the world class level. You know, this ain't no shade to Greg Hackett, but he ain't fighting world class fighters. You know, Greg Hackett 4-24, fam. So this ain't no shade. This is the truth.
Man, chill out with that.
No, this is the truth though, fam. I like Greg, but you know, he's a good guy from what I heard. But I'm just being honest, fam. Like I can't compare that.
No, I'm just playing. In truth, I had to get that out of there. But in truth, I think Derrick James capping on that. I mean, it's no way you get trainer of the year and you be as great as you are by not watching the other guy and, you know, learning what makes him tick and learning how to counteract that. I think that's more of a what do you call that?
Ego thing.
I think that's more of a thing. Well, not even ego. I think that's more of a let me get the other guy thinking that we ain't really training, we ain't watching them, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just no way that you be as great as Derrick James has been and not watch the other guy. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion on that.
Okay. All right, shout out to Sean, man. Jack Duval, stand up. Yeah. I would hope so. Yeah, I would hope so, fam. I would hope you right on that, because I'm like, well, shit, that's why your father got the brakes beat off of him, fam. You ain't studying the opponent. You got to study the nigga. Hold on. Now, this nigga, hold on. Okay, now if he step 2 inches to the left, what does that mean? Now, before he throw the power jab, he like to step 2 inches to the left. So be aware of that. If you see his head at a 36.5-degree angle tilted to the right, please note that he's shifting his weight over so that he can throw the left hook. You get what I'm saying? So now when you see him do that, you gotta visualize that punch coming. So how do you defend that? And then how do you come back and counter? You get I'm just saying, man, like, you get what I'm saying? You know, like how we gonna prepare? You know, you can't be like, you can't go I'm finna go fight Canelo. And I don't do no studying. Yeah, dog, we just gonna step in the ring, dog. Who you fighting? I'm fighting Canelo, dog. They gonna step in there. You know, it ain't nothing, dog. You know what I mean? I'm finna do what I do. You know, I be throwing my hands. You know, I let my hands go. You don't know what time it is. Have you studied Canelo's tendencies? Do you see anything from the film that you can exploit if he come out and do this? Nah, I ain't studied nothing. I ain't got to study nothing. I ain't with all that studying shit. Nobody with all that studying shit. Nigga, damn studying. What I'm going to study for? I ain't doing all that studying. I'm a hell of a fighter. I'm just gonna walk in there, let my hands go, and that's gonna be that. You get what I'm saying? And then with a fight over with, you laid out sleep somewhere, or your ribs don't got broken, or the fight over with. I'm saying, yeah, man, what happened, man? No, man, the man came out. He came out and he fought. Canelo came out in the southpaw stance. Came out the south. Yeah, he fought me southpaw. Dog, he ain't never did that before. Like, the man came out southpaw. I'm like, dog, he did that the last fight. He did. Yeah, he came out southpaw the last fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. You got to study, because had you studied the fight film of his last fight, you would have seen him. You would have saw and seen that he did the southpaw to William Scull. And then he caught him with a bolo punch, the looping left hook around the guard, up under the guard from the bolo position. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know, you got to understand, like when he plant his feet like this, you got to understand what shot he looking for. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all like this here, bro. Bomac, and I'm real close to this dude, Bomac. Shout out to Bomac. I talk to him at least once a week. That dude studying. Coach Red Spikes, that dude studying. Saul, the Mexican trainer that Bud have, that dude studying. They looking at all that shit. Foot placement. What type of rhythm he like. What the positioning in the ring. When he's moving to the left, what is his tendencies? When he move to the right, what is his tendencies? When he coming like this and he step this way, what punch can he throw? Is he gonna shoot the straight right? Then is he gonna come back with the bolo left? You get what I'm saying? Like, they study. No, I'm telling you, bro. Boy, y'all have no idea. Hey, listen, this is a true story. We at this last year, this when Crawford fought Marjamal, and I was in Colorado Springs. I was at, y'all seen the video footage, the pictures. I was at Bud's training camp, and I interviewed Dickie Woods. Well, Pastor Lee, shout out to Pastor Lee. We interviewed legendary trainer Dickie Woods, and we was talking about training, boxing coaches then in comparison to now. So when I was over with, after that, when that sparring session was over with, Bud sparred, whatever, everybody ended up going to his house. So his nutritionist was there. What's my main man name? Allen the herbalist. He was there. Big Wayne, the tall white dude that you see with him in security, he was there. I think Kasim was there. Shabazz, the black dude that be with him, the tall dude, that's his other security. Them two there, Lord have mercy. That's all I'm gonna say. Lord have mercy. Bomac, Bernie, Coach Red, and it was somebody else. And Bud was upstairs. We watching Eric Morales versus Antonio Barrera. We matter of fact, we was watching, I think we watched the first one. We watched the first fight and the second fight. All they was doing was study. Okay, yeah, man, this what he like to do right here. You see, you see, we can implement this here, what Eric Morales did or what Barrera did right here. You see how he took that away? Bro, like, that's Bernie. Now, Bernie the boxer is a real boxing historian. Like, when you go talk to him about boxing, he know his stuff. I'm talking about he can go back in the day. Willie Pep, I think Willie Pep is his favorite fighter. Y'all hold on. It's my daughter. Hey, what's going on, Muff? You walking? What you buy the mailboxes? Well, oh yeah, you get dropped off before the mailbox. All right, I'll stay on the phone with you. Yeah, so I'm gonna stay on the phone with you. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, them dudes study. They study over there. And I'm pretty sure Eddie Reynoso does the same thing. I'm pretty sure that Eddie Reynoso does the same thing, study, because Eddie Reynoso, he's a pretty good trainer as well. He's gonna look at what a fighter's tendencies is and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Pretty much Canelo, I think he attacks fights pretty much a lot of times the same way. He's intelligent enough to try to figure it out in between rounds. Both fighters are. This is why I say you have one guy that's been boxing for 20 years. You have another guy that's been boxing for 17 years. So both of these fighters have a wealth of knowledge that they know and a wealth of experience in the fight game. So y'all got to look at that too. You get what I'm saying? And you know, they don't have big fights. Of course, Canelo has had bigger fights than Crawford, you know, because he's the bigger fighter from a financial standpoint, popularity standpoint, bigger draw. That is true. But I'm saying both of them have had big fights on their level, right? To the level of their degree throughout their career. So, you know, they don't seem pretty much every style of boxing, both guys. They don't seem pressure fighters, pure boxers, you know, boxer punchers, whatever. You get what I'm saying? So, to me, it's going to come down to the preparation of both fighters. Where you at now? You heard me? Where you at now? Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So, hey, shout out to G5. G5, what's going on, fam? So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, you know what I mean? The preparation. I'm looking at the teams. I'm looking at Eddie Reynoso, and I'm looking at Team Crawford. And Team Crawford consists of course, the lead trainer, Bomac, Saul, the Mexican trainer. He's a hell of a trainer. Saul's a good dude. Coach Red Spikes, and Bernard the Boxer. And then we have what's my main man name? What's my main man name? Matter of fact, it's really more than that. It's yeah, you know what? Yeah, for Bud Team that. And then of course, the people who got to get their bodies ready. Like I'm pretty sure Canelo has a team that pretty much stretches him out. No Diddy, but you know, he pretty much, you know, he has a team that keeps him flexible, you know, make sure his joints are in place, stretches him out, stuff like that. Because you're gonna have that more than likely whoever Canelo's strength and conditioning coach is. You know what I mean? And I don't know how many strength and conditioning coaches that Canelo has. I think Bud has 2. We know he got Cheat, and he have Ashley. So we know that, and they are really, really good at what they do. So to me, it's just going to come down to Canelo's preparation for the Crawford fight and Crawford's preparation for Canelo. To me, that's what it's going to come down to. To me, you get what I'm saying? So if you know, so we'll see. We'll see how that plays out, how it pans out. Shout out to Dog Man. What you say, fam? Dog Man he said when Canelo opened up to throw that super wide punch, Bud can catch him in between with an uppercut or something straight down the middle. Yeah. We'll see. We'll just have to see how it plays out. You know, because we don't know exactly. As I said before, it's going to come down to the preparation of. I'm looking at the teams. I'm looking at the trainers. You know. Now, okay, what is it? What can you do? What can you exploit from this guy? What can you exploit? You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at, the trainers. Like when I make my picks for a fight, that's kind of like what I do. I like to, how to do training camp going. You know what I mean? Who has he been sparring? Or you may not know the spar, but like what type style of sparring partners? Because I've been in these sparring sessions. And you got to bring guys in that's going to try to imitate what your opponent is going to do. You know what I mean? And not only that, you know, both guys are able to make adjustments in between rounds. Not in between rounds. I mean during the round, within the round. You know, like some fighters, they can where you at now, Muff? Okay. Yeah. Some fighters, they have to wait till they come back to the corner to get the instructions from the trainer to know what to do. The more seasoned fighters, they're able to figure it out during the round. Let's say you get caught with a good punch. like Devin Haney did. 30 seconds into the fight, you got caught with a left hook from Ryan Garcia. And then you gotta, let's say it's stunning, you gotta try to recover from it through your experience or whatever the case may be. Then you gotta, okay, let me take that punch away from him so I don't get hit with that again. If that fighter cannot land that punch that he hurt you with throughout the rest of the fight, that means that the other fighter did a good job in taking that away from him. Did a good job in taking that away from him. Did you get what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes. It's a lot that I look at. It's a lot that I look at. All right. It's a lot. It's a lot that I look at. You get what I'm saying? Like I really look at. Like I'm really looking at. Okay. All right. This is what I don't like from Bud. All right. This is what I don't like from Canelo. All right, Canelo normally have a tendency to do this, but no one has been able to exploit it yet. Bud normally has a tendency to do that, and no one is able to exploit it yet. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm wondering, you get what I'm saying? Like, what are they seeing? Because I remember, I know for a fact them dudes study. I know for a fact they study. Like literally. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Literally, I know for a fact they study. Yeah, man. LA Fight Club. So I was watching Alalshik's fight, and Bud was getting caught, hit a lot by a slow guy like Alalshik. So let's see if Canelo can catch him in the same. That fight. The only reason why Alalshik and Alalshik wasn't slow. It was the style of fight that Bud chose to fight that fight. Bud chose to fight this guy right there in the pocket, and he was getting hit with shots, and he was defensively unsound. However, as the fight materialized, he ended up abandoning that particular style, and he ended up stopping that same dude, Majamal. I'm not Majamal, but Alalshik. So, because I watched that fight, I remember Andre Ward called that fight. And they was like mad at Bud because why are you fighting this? He was fighting the dude angry, sitting right there in the pocket with him. You don't fight Majamal. You don't fight Alalshik like that. No one never really heard of him, but you didn't fight him like that. Bomac was like kind of like yelling at Bud in the corner, like, man, wake up, snap out of it, man. What the hell wrong with you? You get what I'm saying? And then as the fight materialized, he started fighting him like that. You get what I'm saying? So, and he ended up knocking him out. He ended up stopping him. Because when he knocked him out, the way he set that shot up, because he dropped him like a couple of times before he stopped him. Something like that. He dropped him like a couple of times or something like that. And the way he did it was so smooth, I was like, Lord have mercy. True. The way he did it was so smooth, the way he set it up. But yeah, he would get hit. He would get hit in that fight. He was getting hit in that fight like the first half of it. Because what he stopped him in the 8th round? I think he stopped him in the 8th round, something like that. Shout out to Deal. Deal, what's going on, fam? He said, I know Bomac respects the hell out of Canelo from recent interviews. He's taking that man very seriously and going to study him to a T. Yeah, he gonna do that. They're gonna come up with a game plan. They're gonna come up with a game plan. They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Coach, what's going on? Is Rob from New York.
Rob from New York, talk to me.
Coach, quick question. Are you following the press conference between Jake Paul and Julio Charles Jr.?
Oh, you talking about Jake Paul? No, I haven't followed it. I'm not
gonna lie to you, Coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been as excited to watch a fight coming up. Jake the Snake Paul coming into the picture, man.
Jake the Snake, man. Man, look here, man. Listen, Jake the Snake, man.
I know the shit is a circus show, man, but we ain't getting the fight that we want anyway, so might as well ride with Dick the Snake Paul. He's out here saying he's gonna take on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Senior on the same night. Well, that's my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Hey, Jake the Snake. Hey, look here. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this here. Oh, I have to show y'all this here. Let me show y'all this right quick. Y'all ever seen this? Have y'all seen this yet? I want to make sure I got it. Y'all know we cover content on X. Y'all know we cover content on X. Have y'all seen this yet? As you guys can see, Bill Haney has been blocked by the one and only Oscar De La Hoya. Bill Haney says, Oscar blocked me, but he can't block the truth. Turkey just made the biggest fight in boxing, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. The whole world's watching. Oscar De La Hoya is hating on this fight. He says, so hear me out. Crawford will be 38. Well, he will be 38, but he won't be 38 when he fight Canelo. When he fight Canelo, he still will be 37. And Canelo is 35. Canelo will be 35 in June. Crawford hasn't fought in a year and got exposed by Madrimov, in my opinion. Canelo has been getting exposed for the past few years. Can anyone please explain to me how is this the biggest fight in boxing? Now, this is the biggest hypocrisy that I've heard. Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya has a factory full of tomato cans over there at Golden Boy. All three of your fighters lost on the Fatal Fury card. Ryan Garcia got beat by Roland Romero after being dropped by a left hook. He shows an inability to be able to block the left hook. Jose Ramirez lost to Devin Haney, and Arnold Barbosa lost to Teofimo Lopez, the racist. So, literally, Oscar, anytime your fighters have a step-up fight, they lose. So how you hating? Now, you already a Canelo hater. I get it. You sitting there talking about hating on Crawford and Canelo, saying Crawford, got exposed to Madrimov, and, that's true to a degree. Madrimov was a great fighter. And Canelo has been getting exposed for years. Some people feel that way, and it is what it is. So it sounds like you more so hating and bitter. You are literally doing business with the very same guy that is putting this fight on, that's putting this Canelo versus Crawford fight together. You are in business with the guy. The guy made you bow down, and now he's forcing you, Top Rank, and PBC to work together. How you gonna hate on Canelo and Crawford and sit back and say, please tell me how is this the biggest fight in boxing? But you didn't mention Turki Alalshikh, the guy who is putting the fight, the guy who is putting this fight on. I'm just asking a question. And how are you going to block Bill Haney on Twitter, but y'all live in the same neighborhood? Y'all live across the street from each other. True. Imagine Bill Haney and Oscar De La Hoya living in the same rich neighborhood, the same rich subdivision, gated community. When Bill Haney go out and put his garbage on the corner, on the curb of the driveway on garbage day, he see Oscar. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Hey, what's going on, Bill? What's going on, buddy? Hey, man, I see you blocked me on Twitter today. Yeah, I had to block you, buddy. You're getting on my nerves. But listen, I live right across the street from you. Yeah, I know. I see you at the next I see you at the next neighborhood watch meeting, Bill. I talk to you later, puto. True. My nigga, y'all live in the same housing community. Like, you can walk across the street to go to Bill's house or get on your golf cart and drive to his house because y'all live in the same community. How you gonna block a nigga who y'all live like 2-3 houses down from each other? Hey, Keys. Hey, shout out to Keys Bulldog. Hey, Keys, y'all live 2-3 houses from each other. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I just blocked them. Like, come on, fam. Make it make sense. This old fake beef. This old... Hey, this old fake beef. Like, make it make sense. What you sitting there hating on Crawford and Canelo? Because they get in the bag. They get in the bag. You sitting there hating on Crawford and Canelo. Hey, hold on. Hey, just imagine. Just imagine. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Dev. Yeah, Dev. Hold on. We gotta put the glass on like Bill Haney. Hold on, we gotta get the glass like Bill have. Well, they better be lucky I can't find them glasses. Where them glasses at? Yeah, we gotta get the glasses. We gotta get the glasses like Bill Haney be having them glasses on. You know, because he called Dev, what he called Devin Haney. He called him Dev. Yeah, Dev. You see he blocked me on Twitter. Yeah, Oscar Fishnets. You see he blocked me on Twitter. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, King? And see what we got to do now. See, this is the blatant racism that I'm talking about. See, anytime a black man tells truth, speaks truth to power, you know, you always have, the others who like to come and try to get between, the movement, so to speak. So here you have Oscar, a fighter who was a good fighter when he was a fighter, but as a promoter, he's a piece of trash, because as a promoter, he is a failure as a promoter. He literally lost all of his fighters to Al Haymon's PBC because he was too busy on the job snorting coke. Now, then he ended up losing Canelo, so he's mad and bitter at Canelo. And then, he don't like Bud for whatever reason. You get what I'm saying? And then he wants to hate me because I'm a black father who's coming up independently, came out of deep East Oakland. Like, I'm not supposed to be here right now. I'm the one that got away. Coming from deep East Oakland, you don't find people who come from my type of background that live in neighborhoods like this in Ennis, Nevada. True. I'm the one that made it. I'm the one that got away. Now, who would have thought that a young kid coming up on the mean streets of Oakland would someday be living in one of the richest communities in America? I don't know if y'all know, Henderson, Nevada is one of the safest communities. Look up Henderson, Nevada. It's one of the safest neighborhoods on the planet. Yeah, people got a lot of money over there too. You get what I'm saying? I'm blocking. Hold on, I'm knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Dev, Oscar Cocaina, it blocked me on Twitter. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Dad, don't even worry about it. Dad, don't worry about it. Come on, let's get him. Boom, boom, boom. Hello? Yeah. Oscar here? Oscar, come on outside, Oscar. This Bill Haney. This Bill Haney, the great Bill Haney. Come on outside, Oscar. Listen, I know you in there. Oscar come to the door. Oscar come to the door with his thongs on, because Oscar gonna have some thongs on. He don't care. Oscar gonna have some thongs and baby oil on. Yeah, what's up, Bill? Hey, Oscar, look here, man. Put some clothes on, man. Hey, look, you came to my house. I come to my door, dress how I want to dress. What do you want? What's this going on? Why did you block me on Twitter? You know what I mean? Like, I live right across the street from you. You do know that I can still come over here. Can you block me from coming to your house? Yes, I can block you from coming to my house. Look, man, why did you block me on Twitter? I just saw you yesterday when we put the garbage on the curb. How you gonna block me and I live right across the street from you? True. Oscar come to the door with his G-string on, with his thong. Oscar got a thong on. He coming to the door with his thong on, white stuff around his nose, and Bill Haney arguing with him, telling him to unblock him. I'm like, man, come on, fam. To this day. Yeah, we can't, man. All right. How you gonna block your neighbor? Y'all at the same doggone, y'all at the same homeowners association. Now y'all know that Bill, now according to Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know how true this is, Bill didn't deny it though. But they say Bill Haney is the president of the Neighborhood Watch. He's the president of the Neighborhood Watch. That's what they say. You know what I mean? That's what Oscar De La Hoya said. And Bill didn't refute it. You know, now it ain't not me personally. It ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, if I was the president of the neighborhood watch, I'm calling the police. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I'm calling the police. You know, I'm the president. Yeah, you know, that might be too much power for me. We don't make it, nigga. I'm the president. Call, hold on. Listen. If I'm the president of the neighborhood watch, I'm coming to the meeting with Secret Service. I'm gonna have Secret Service with me. You know, hey man, hey coach, who them dudes you got with you? That's Secret Service. That's my security right there. What you need security for? Well, me being the president of this here subdivision, this community that we live in, there are some certain rules. This is the vice president. I'm the president. This is the vice president. I have the Secretary of State. You know the Secretary of State is? Yeah, now this is the Secretary of the board. We got the Secretary of the board. You know, president, vice president, secretary of the board. We got a Department of Defense over there. You get what I'm saying? You know, it just in case some of these young YNs want to come in this neighborhood. We got a Department of Defense over there too. Carter, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, this Coach Eddie 2 times, Coach.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What's up, brother? Hey, I just want to pick your brain for a minute. Now, for Canelo, right? Now, I know that I can only remember 3 southpaws that he fought with James Kirkland, my man Billy Joe Saunders, and he fought Eric Smitty Laura.
Right.
Now, you think that perhaps that Canelo don't really like fighting southpaws, maybe because he hasn't really fought that many in his career. And is there anybody on Canelo's resume, in your opinion, that could prepare him for Bud?
I mean, I really don't know. I mean, well, you know, he fought Daniel Jacobs. Canelo showed a lot of slickness in that fight. He was, you know what I mean? He was a lot of slick head movement, so maybe he could take a little bit from that. Bud doesn't fight like Triple G, so again, I mean, well, maybe Floyd Mayweather. Maybe he can take Floyd Mayweather. Maybe he can say, you know what, Floyd, I can take what I learned from Floyd Mayweather, because Canelo uses a lot of moves that he learned from Floyd Mayweather, especially with the upper lateral body movement and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, I really don't know if there's any one individual. He fought Laura, he fought Trout. None of those guys.
I forgot about Trout. Yeah, Trout was a southpaw. Yeah, that's right.
You know, none of those guys fight alike. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe Floyd.
Lord, yeah, I remember Danny Jacobs. He did switch a little bit during that fight. Yeah. You know, that kind of threw Canelo on for a minute. But I do remember. Now, to me, this is my opinion. Crawford one of Crawford's most competitive fights, in my opinion, when he was fighting Jose Benavidez. I remember watching that fight. I thought dude was gonna catch. I thought dude was gonna catch Crawford, because he was shooting. Yeah, he was punching with Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but one leg and all. Yeah, he was one leg and all. Crawford.
Yeah. That was a real competitive fight. Because Bud got him out there, I think, the last round. Maybe with a minute left or something like that. 12, yeah. But dude, they were fighting though, man. It was a good fight. But yeah, that's my call, man. I just wanted to know what you thought about it. I'm sitting there thinking about the matchup. I want Bud to win, man, because I rejoice when Canelo lose, man. I want to see the agony of the feet on his face, man, and I just want Bud to pull it off, man. You know, so I can rejoice, you know, with Bud. You know what I'm saying?
No, as I said, I'm just anxious to see like what the game plan is going to be for Eddie Reynoso. You know, because I know Eddie Reynoso and Canelo have a really good chemistry working together, and I know that Bud and all of his coaches have a good chemistry working together. So it's just a matter of game plan and strategies that they are going to be working on in preparation for that. And I can promise you, like, they watch film. They watching film, especially Bernie. Bernie, that's a film watching mofo. Bomac is a film. Coach Red is a film watching mofo. Saul is a film, or Esau is a film watching mofo. Like, they study film and then they come together and they talk about what they see, what they're watching, and they put together a good game plan. And Bud trusts his team, and he got to be, he got to be ready. He got to be ready for whatever go down. So, and then it's always good when you have an intelligent fighter, because Canelo is a smart fighter, and Terence Crawford is a smart fighter. So you have two intelligent fighters in the ring with each other. You know, it's one guy been boxing 20 years, He's at the top of the game. Another guy been boxing 17 years. He's at the top of his game. So, you know, it's, you know, that to me, that's what makes it intriguing. The game plan, the teams, and then the experience when they get in the ring. It has the recipe to be a great fight. Will it be a great fight? I don't know. We'll find out September the 13th.
Sure. Yeah, that's my call, Coach. Appreciate you.
Salute, fam. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying, you know, see, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Okay, what the game plan gonna be right here? Man, y'all got Poke Chop Willie over here. Poke Chop Willie known for throwing them overhand right. See, he like to throw the overhand right every time somebody shoot the jab. Poke Chop Willie throw the overhand right. So, you know, now if it land, you might get put to sleep. So what we gonna have to do, you know, now again, this what get me. I remember what's my main man name? What's my main man name? What's the main man name? Malik Scott. Hold on. Y'all remind me to talk about Malik Scott. Yeah, so Oscar De La Hoya said that, hey, goddamn Bill Haney, you don't block your neighbor. You block my neighbor. You know what I mean? Come to me when you need a friend. You know what I mean? So Bill don't get blocked. Hey, we need to get Bill. We need to do a whole show on this block. We need to do a whole show. Yeah, dog. That's what it is, dog. See. Oscar De La Hoya block. Oscar De La Hoya block. Doggone Bill Haney. You get what I'm saying? Let's see what the people talk about in the chat. You know what I mean? He blocked him. This guy say Fishnet Oscar got 90% of Twitter blocked. All right. Ivan Red Cats. Okay, Ivan Red Cats over there. This guy say, it's not though it is. He say, it's not though, is it? It's not though, is it? I don't know what he mean by that. Another fight where someone is jumping the weights and we have two older men avoiding each other for 12 rounds. The last Canelo fight was an embarrassment. All right. This guy right here say, I don't think more people are watching than they were before because of Canelo. Crawford is only known by people who actually watch boxing. Canelo is known by those who tune in and don't. He say it's just another Canelo fight to those outside of boxing. Yeah, you know what I mean? He might have the point for that. This guy say Bud Coward is a bum. He say Bud Coward is a bum who blocks anyone who doesn't do paid PR for him, who doesn't do paid PR for him. He used his PR teams to make this fight feel like it's going to be actually competitive. One shot, he's going to be sprinting in circles the whole fight. I wonder if this guy, if this guy likes Terrence Crawford or not. He said, Bud Coward. He said, Bud Coward. Okay, tell me how you really feel, sir. This guy say Oscar was a great fighter. He said, you are nothing more than a commentator. Stop living off your boy's success and be a man. He talking about Bill Haney. He said Oscar was a great fighter, puto. He said you're nothing more than a commentator. He say stop living up your boy's success. You know, stop living up your boy's success, cabron. You know what I mean? Instead of be a man. True.
That's wrong.
They're talking to Bill.
That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
And they're talking to Bill. Any kind of way on X, man. Y'all see this here? This guy say, shame. Devin will never be in a massive fight. They over here blocking. You get what I'm saying? You dig? They over here. Listen, they blocking dollars. Listen, how do you block your neighbor, fam? Literally, these dudes live in the same community. Hey, shout out to Trey son. You can't make this up. That's like me blocking my neighbor across the street. Yeah, dog, I'm block this nigga. Fuck this nigga around here talking that flim-flam, hollering about, I don't like what he said. He always saying some dumb stuff. I need to block him. I block him, and then as soon as I walk out the door, I'm walking my dog, he walking his dog. We sitting there looking at each other, mean mugging each other. You can't make this up. True. He looking at me crazy. I'm looking at him crazy. We live right across the street from each other. He mad at me because I blocked him. I'm mad at him because he blocked me. And then we walking our dogs looking at each other. My dog barking at his dog barking at my dog. You get what I'm saying? How you block a nigga and y'all live right across the street? Hey, sir, hey, Marky VR, bro, make it make sense, fam. That's all I'm saying, bro. Make it make sense. Y'all literally be at the homeowners. Hey, they be at the, hey, listen, they be at the homeowners association meetings. They be at the neighborhood watch meetings. You get what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya trying to get the Bill Haney removed from the board. Oscar trying to get Bill, yeah, man, we got to get him removed, man. I got to get somebody else, to be the president. I got to get somebody to be the president of the homeowners association. I'm telling you, man, I don't like Bill over here. You know what I mean? He's a crook. He has no business being in our neighborhood. You know what I mean? He's a low life ghetto thug. He come from the streets of Oakland. You know what I mean? He come from the streets. He looked up and got in this neighborhood. He's not supposed to be over here with us. He's not like us. You get what I'm saying? True. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's not like us. He has no way. Listen, there's no way he should be over here. No way. Now he stumbled across some money. You know what I mean? His son got that fake undisputed. He didn't want to sign the Goldie Boy. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, bro, Oscar De La Hoya, fam. Hey, bro, they live right across the street from each other. If I'm Bill, I'm gonna pull up. If I'm Bill, I'm just gonna pull up. I'm gonna knock on Oscar's door. Oscar, what's up? What you blocking me for? What you thought you was gonna get rid of me that easy? You can't get rid of me that easy. Yeah. We drive the same cars you drive. You got all that money, and guess what? We live in the same neighborhood as you. True. Yeah, those are the facts. Yeah, you know what? Hey, listen, hey, they live in the same neighborhood, dog. Oscar got all that money. Oscar got over $200 million. They say he got a net worth of $200 million. You got a net worth of $200 million. But guess what? A dude from deep East Oakland live in the same neighborhood as you, and he's the president of the neighborhood watch. You get what I'm saying? What if somebody breaking an Oscar house and Bill decide not to say nothing? What if Bill said, you know what? I don't like the way he blocked me on Twitter. He always saying bad things about myself and my son Dev. There's a disturbance that I'm getting an alarm going off. I'm getting a message, from my walkie-talkie on my phone that there's a disturbance going on at Oscar De La Hoya's house, and he's currently not there at the moment. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna act like I ain't hear nothing. True. Oscar come back home. Somebody done broke in his house. They done took everything. All the coat gone. The fishnets gone. The high heels gone. All that's gone. Oscar, they done took Oscar gold medal, everything. Bill Haney could have did something about it. He the president. He got the word. He got the word from the bird, what was going down at the time, and Bill opted not to do anything. So, if I'm Oscar De La Hoya, fam, if I'm him, I squash the beef real quick. You know what, Bill, this one I'm gonna do, baby boy. We just gonna go ahead and squash the beef. Whatever me and you going through, we gonna squash it because, you are, at the end of the day, you with the president. You're with the president of the homeowner association. So, neighborhood watch. So I need you to watch the neighborhood. I need you to watch the neighborhood. Anybody come over here and do anything, I need you to watch the neighborhood. Hey, shut up. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, if I'm Oscar, you got to squash that. Yeah, dog, we going to squash it. Yeah, we going to squash it, Oscar. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we going to squash it, Bill, because, you get what I'm saying? We going to squash it. He might as well squash it. Because, petty motherfucker like me, what if Bill send some goons? What if Bill send some goons to Oscar house? Oscar gone, Bill looking through the binoculars. He got the binoculars right. He sit back looking like, okay, shit. Hey, he looking through the binoculars like, yeah. Dale. Hey, Dale. What's going on, Dad? Dave, look at here, Dave, look at here. What you see? That Oscar? That's Oscar house. Yeah, but what do you see? Look through the windows. Oscar and them is leaving. They leaving. Yeah, and you know that the only person that's there is the housekeeper. The housekeeper, yeah, I see that. Yeah, see the housekeeper's getting ready and look like the housekeeper getting ready to leave, Dale. Is she getting ready to leave? Yeah. Dale, look here. Call John and tell him to follow the housekeeper. We got a surprise for Oscar. I'm gonna teach him a lesson about disrespecting your legacy. True. Man, Bill over there with the binoculars on. Hey, shout out to the bar. Hey, Bill over there with the binoculars on. He looking, he see Oscar leaving. I'm like, man, come on, fam. Hey, shout out to Raymond Moore. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. Yeah. The man over there, man. Like, listen, Oscar might want to reconsider blocking Bill Haney. Now that I think about it, President, Neighborhood Watch, you get what I'm saying? Bill got them, because listen, if I was the president of the Neighborhood Watch, you gotta have binoculars. You're gonna be riding around, patrolling the community. You're gonna have your own staff. You're gonna be riding around patrolling the community. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's Oscar house right there. That's Oscar right there. Yeah, Dad, you see that, Dad? Dad, you see that? No, Dad, what's going on? No, Dad, I'm too busy arguing with Shakur on Twitter. Dad, don't worry about Shakur on Twitter. Look through the binocular. You see Oscar anywhere? No, Dad, Oscar's not over there. I'm too busy. Shut up, Shakur. Shut up. Take that. You know what I mean? I'm in all caps. Dad, do you hear what Shakur is saying to me about Twitter? Yeah, Dad, don't worry about Shakur. Well, right now we scoping out Oscar house. You know what I mean? We got to go search his house. Make sure he ain't got no Ostarine over there, because it looked like, because I highly suspect that Oscar gave Devin Haney. Oscar gave Ryan Garcia the Ostarine. Dale, he gave him the Ostarine. So we gonna have to break in the house. We're going to have to break in the house as soon as he leave, to try to search the house. See, can we find the Ostarine? See, can we find that as evidence? True. Hey, school on. We ride, hey man, look here, man. Hey, I'm just saying, man, I can see Bill and Dale right now, ride in the go-kart. Ride in the golf cart. Yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dale. We're going to teach him a lesson. See, I know he got the Ostarine over there. See, that's what he got. See, Dale, what do you think he got the Ostarine from? Oscar De La Hoya. That's where he got it from, Dale. He got it from Oscar. We finna break in the house and get the evidence so we can present it to the next neighborhood watch meeting. Next time we have a next neighborhood watch meeting, we gonna bring charges on Oscar De La Hoya before the board. We got the Ostarine from his house, possession of Ostarine, and other white powdery substances. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. True. Yeah, we gotta get him. We gotta get him now. If I'm Bill Haney, if I'm Bill, that's exactly how I would attack that.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Summer. He said, Coach, they always blocking you. No. I know I didn't get blocked. That was Bill Haney. Oscar De La Hoya blocked Bill Haney. That wasn't me, Summer. That was Oscar. Oscar De La Hoya blocked Bill. You get what I'm saying? Hey man, shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog, man. My main man, Booger Ray Leonard, man. Y'all know what it is. Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. We write this bitch. I can see Bill. How you gonna block a nigga? You gonna block a dude? Dog, y'all literally, I live in the same neighborhood, fam. Hey, live in the same neighborhood. The same neighborhood, fam. You get what I'm saying? Right across the street from each other. You know, the same dude who cut your grass, cut his grass. You know what I mean? Dale, Dale, put the binoculars on, Dale. See, there go Oscar right there. And Dale, look. You see the white stuff? You see the white stuff? Dale, that's the Oscar right there. Come on, Dale. Come on, let's go over there. Let's go over there right now. Yeah, but Dad, I'm having. Wait, hold on, Dad. I'm having a fight with Shakur right now on Twitter. On Twitter right now, Shakur is saying some untruthful things about my career that I have to straighten out, and I'm typing them in all caps. Dale, don't worry about that. We got more pressing issues at hand right now, Dale. I see Oscar right now. No, Dale. Dale, what that is he put into his nose, Dale, he got 2 powdery white substances over there. Is that Ryan Garcia over there? Damn, I think Ryan over there. Damn, look through the binoculars. True. Hey, bro, look here, bro. Hey, look here. Fam, hey, Miss Connie, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now what's going on.
You wish you could work it the way I do, but you can't. You're begging me not to leave you. And I refuse to let you go.
Hey, man, shout out to Eddie the Hitman Hearn.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
Yeah, man. You know, it is. Hold on. Let me see. Make sure we still on point. Audio. Okay, yeah, we still on point. Yeah, you get go block a nigga. You go block a nigga right across the street from you. Yeah, no, I just blocked you on Twitter, dog. You did? Yeah, then why? What you blocked me for? Cause I wanted to. I don't like how you was talking.
Turn around.
And that's fucked up. All that. The one thing I would say about AB, he a good dancer now, but the nigga broke now. True. Don't dance his way. Don't dance his way all the way to the poorhouse.
You wish you could work it the way I do, but you can't. You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
Man, goddamn AB, man. I'm talking about, man. How you had all that money, dog? Blowed all that money. How you blowed all that money, bro?
I am a chain belt in Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was my teacher. Watch this. Quarter blood technique. You do that, a quarter blood will drop out of a person's body.
Yeah. You see, we got the quarter blood technique over here. Over here at Nick Sack Promotions, we do have the quarter blood technique. If you don't believe me, that we use the quarter, like over here, as I said before, we do use the quarter blood technique. If you don't believe me, watch me in that. I don't even play, nigga. Wakanda, bring your ass over here, nigga. This is what I'm gonna do to you. Oh, Lord, him. Oh, I just kicked Wakanda in the face. Oh, hit him in the stomach. Oh, Lord. Kick him, slap him. Kick him again. Oh, Lord, I'm beating Wakanda ass. What you gonna do, Wakanda? You want some more? Oh, Lord, hammer. Go up on him. Bam. Catch him in the neck. Lord, Wakanda is dead. Yeah, over here at Nick Sack Promotions, this is what we known for. We known for making it do what it do.
Get out while you can. Don't get us something, no statue. Give them guts.
Shout out to Jamal Charlo. He say he back.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mellow. You know, sometimes, man, sometimes you know what you smell when you smell it.
I smell something, man. You smell something?
I definitely smell something in my hair.
I smell pussy.
It is what it is.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey, man, look here, man. You ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Sometimes, and again, I gotta say this again and again. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Sometimes it's best to plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Boy, if I'm Diddy right now, he should be pleading the fifth. I know he pleaded not guilty. Diddy, do not testify if you get on the stand. Plead the fifth, please, Diddy. Plead the fifth. We got to get our brother to plead the fifth. Shout out to, I don't know now. Let me take that back. I ain't that. Ooh, Lord have mercy, but that dude, oh my God, boy, ooh, Lord have mercy, boy, he better hope, he better pray like hell he can beat this case, boy. Cause boy, if he can't beat them people in the New York district. If he can't beat them people, the same courtroom that got John Gotti, boy, he is done. Like literally, I'm talking about rotisserie done.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Hold on. And you know what? We got to give a special shout out to the face of boxing.
Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that look good.
See, when you the face of boxing, when you the face of boxing, you get what I'm saying is,
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
See, when you the face of boxing, you get what I'm saying? You know, that's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it, baby.
Hey, who was you, pimp? Hey, what the fuck? Get your motherfucker. Hey, that nigga squeezing me. Get that freak ass nigga up on me,
hear my nigga say back the fuck up, dude?
Y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
See your eyes shine, she's my soul money, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet love to be. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control. Snow money. Moving on the bar. Everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow money love. Been party by the night. See your eyes shine. She's my snow money, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet love to be. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control.
Yeah, you know, man, a little bit of Snow Bunny love, man. You know how we do. A little bit of Snow Bunny love, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time it is.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure.
Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Hey, man, shout out to Mr. G4L. Summer in November. Shout out to Ruben Allen. Shout out to Adam, Legacy Mindset. Dog Man, salute. Shout out to B-Dog. Shout out to Lewis 4500. Mr. Willie Sumlin. Sonny Augustine, salute. Highlight Space, salute. Shout out to Amaro. Mr. Daniel Agnew. Miss Black Panther. Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Sheila from Houston. Shout out to Voracious. Voracious, salute to you, fam. Shout out to my brother, man, Schoolo X-Man in the building. To today's show, our sponsor, Mr. Keith's Bulldogs, Cincinnati Stand Up. Shout out to, who else we have? Shout out to Trey Hassan, salute, brother. Sean in the building. Mr. Andy Payne. A film by Ali. Unlaced Shoes in the building. Mr. Curtis Robinson. Shout out to Elohim. Mr. Kenneth Johnson. Andy Payne is here. Who else we have, man? Shout out to John. Shout out to it's G14 Classified. He said, hey, no, this Pentagon information, baby boy. See, this comes straight from the Pentagon, dog. Hey, shout out to Texas 16 South. Say, hey, see, this comes straight from the Pentagon, dog. Straight from the Pentagon. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, dog. I'm trying to tell you, this Pentagon information, we cannot let you know. This is top secret now. Military secret. You get what I'm saying? We got our dog. We got our good brother Bill Haney on the case right now. You know, we got the president. We don't infiltrate it. We We got the president. We got one of our own as the president of the homeowners of the neighborhood watch. You know, in Henderson, Nevada, in the same neighborhood that Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya live in. They let a dude from deep East Oakland. Penetrate. You know what I mean? The pearly gates of society. You get what I'm saying? They didn't want him to see what was on the other side of the veil. Bill Haney was able to overcome, poverty in the mean streets of deep East Oakland. He overcame drugs that was in the community, gun violence, the slums, and he was able to rise to the higher upper echelon of society. Now he's living in one of the richest and wealthiest and safest communities on the planet in Henderson, Nevada, right across the street from Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. True. Even in America, after accomplishing all of these things that this brother has done, still they find a way to block the brother, man. Oscar De La Hoya blocked the brother who has overcame so much in order to gain heavenly heights in society as a direct result of the blockage. We can use this as a teaching method to all of those who are on the lower rungs of society and who have desires to raise up from their position. We can show them that even though you are the creme de la creme of your group, that you will still be looked upon as a nigga. True. So we got all of that. From Oscar De La Hoya blocking you, sir. That's exactly what we got from all of that, sir. Sir, don't you think, hold on, Bill, don't you think you kind of reaching a little bit? No, I'm not reaching. You dig? yeah, man, y'all know what time it is. Hey, boy, I'm trying to tell you, if they ever mess around and put me on the neighborhood, boy, if I get on the neighborhood watch, I'm telling y'all right, I'm letting y'all know. I'm keep the phone in my hand. I'm like, yeah, okay, y'all. Keep the phone, yeah, motherfucker, right with that bullshit, coming over here playing that loud ass music. I got some for there, goddamn it. We got the police on speed dial over here. Goddamn right. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, 911. Yeah, hold on. Hey, look, we need to send the police over here ASAP. Send the police over here ASAP, sir? Yeah, we got to send them over here ASAP, man, because man, I don't know who this is. Some dude came over here with a box Chevy playing some loud music. You get what I'm saying? Scaring the rest of my neighbors. You know what I mean? My kids trying to do their homework. They can't do the homework because he over here playing this loud music on our street. This is a quiet street that we live on. You get what I'm saying? This street is quiet. You know what? I need you to send back up ASAP. Tell them, tell them to bring the army tanks. Tell them to bring everything. Come because they look like they're gonna be a handful. I'm gonna be on 3 with Bill. Hey Bill. Yeah, what's up? He said, yeah, what's up, brother? What's going on? Hey, Bill, what you got going over there in Ennis in the Valley? Nah, me and Dale sitting here watching. We watching right now. We got the binoculars on right now. I'm watching the Oscar house. Look like Oscar got 2 white powdery substances in his house. It look like there's an Ostarine over there. See, I knew he was the one that gave him the Ostarine. What you got going on over there? Yeah, man, I see man them over here riding through my neighborhood with a box Chevy. I got the police on the other line. You know what I mean? We got to do something about it. yeah, that's it. Call the police. You're a civilian, brother. Brother, you're a civilian. You listen. You ain't in the street no more. You're a civilian. You get Hey, shout out to Elohim. Okay. Daniel, hey, dude. Hey, Superman. Hey, shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. Okay. Shout out to Allen. Your ass, you going to jail, buddy. That's right, you going to jail. You ain't have no business coming over here playing that live music. That's right. You should have thought about that.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, you should have thought about that before you came over here.
Bruh.
You get what I'm saying? No, you should have thought about that. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Mason, man. Mason, it is what it is, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.